Alrighty, we are going live.
Oh, look who came to visit.
And we have a cat. Again. How many cats are we going to have on the live stream tonight? Evan, you got any surprises in there?
I can probably go dig a few up somewhere. Cats?
Look up, Sandra.
Chances are there, we can find them somewhere, most likely.
Anyway, we're live. So,
we are.
Yeah.
No.
Have been live since when we first saw Thomas's cat. One day, I dream of us having a opening where you guys aren't totally screwing around and everything's crazy.
Good luck.
Hi, everybody. Oh,
Cats
all
are
you hear is
dogs.
us being dumb.
Screwing around and having fun though.
Yeah, I suppose.
What about Critical Role's intros?
They're actually pretty professional. They're pretty good.
Very.
The screening?
Although you do try and
But that's
fuck with
funny,
them,
though.
they
Yeah.
fuck with-
We just do it on accident.
We can't really scream in here though, because then my parents will be sad.
Oh, I can scream.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of Natural 7 Adventures, where we follow our lives filled with depression. Wait, no, that's wrong. We play D&D frequently and have fun and enjoy ourselves. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Last where we well,
Yeah.
where we last left the party, you guys had all gone into the Underdark in two separate groups after spending some time in the Underdark, fighting ghost children, death kisses, trying to murder themselves as they were ghost children, jumping up and hitting their heads on the ceiling. Good times. Meeting new friends, losing some friends. R.I.P. Feltith. 1208. That is actually the current year. You guys decided that, hey, you know what? Now that we're in the Underdark, I wonder if our gate stones work. And lo and behold, they did. So, you all got together in the city of Sanctuary, a small underground village, it was founded by Annabella, a female-looking warforged with delicate blue painting on her kind of porcelain white body. And it has become a sanctuary for those in the Underdark that aren't members of the Drow or Duergar societies and are rejecting the ways of slavery and also for freeing slaves. So you guys find yourselves there upon arriving. Annabella, Builder, and 11-4 had a very interesting conversation. And in doing so, managed to unlock specific memories or all memories of the past that were wiped from when the great magical explosion of the Calamity. And they also decided that, Builder and 11-4 decided they should reprogram, Builder and Annabella decided they should reprogram 11-4. So he is not what he was before. Things are very interesting now. We do have the session of the reprogramming session is recorded and will be uploaded at a later date to the YouTube because it's awesome. So yeah, where do we want to start? Who wants to go first? Do the Warforged want to go first? Do you have a conversation to be finished having there? Granted, Builder is not here. Keaton, come on. And but the rest of you are in a guest house provided for you by Annabella and the matrons of the city of Sanctuary. And that would consist of Carrick, Samson, Cheem, Jack, Toxin, Thud, and Sluvdemert. I think that's everybody. Pop. Anyway, who wants to go first?
Okay, somebody say something.
So, are we picking up exactly at the moment at which we stopped last time, or like a couple minutes later, given the reprogramming has happened already?
Where do you want to pick up?
I'm gonna say that the reprogramming happened in the reprogramming session, and we're gonna pick up.
That works for me.
So me and Builder, Annabelle and Builder just finished tweaking 11.4. Presumably Builder, now very tired from his mental exercises, has like turned around and is just standing there with his back to everybody else.
Yeah, he's kind of in a soft reboot mode.
Yeah.
No, don't forget about the pizzas.
Yeah, time remote.
Okay. So yeah, Builder's in a soft reboot. 11.4. You are a fairly new creation. Also, another side note, if you, specifically you 11.4, do want to look into the missed programming, or not the missed programming, but the note with the missing file from Broadleaf, you have access to that now, and I can either say it out loud or message it to you of some sort. So,
if you could message it, I would appreciate it.
okay,
Depending on what it says.
I will work on
might
that
be
real
shared.
quick.
But 11.4, newly set free from the bounds that were restricting him, is going to take all of his remaining oil and his fire starter. He's going to start heading towards the nearest pet shop. Test a theory. No.
I was like, wait, seriously?
No. I don't think Sanctuary has pets.
Unit formerly referred to as 11.4. To ensure that reboot is functioning successfully, please state your new identifier.
Pal.
Are you serious? This is amazing. Pal. Wow. Okay.
I shall, from
is this
here
power
on
with a
out...
P?
Sorry, Thomas, go.
Is this pal with a P or Hal with an H?
P like Papa, A
Okay.
like Alpha, L like Lima.
Well,
Pal.
okay.
Because who doesn't want a pal always behind them?
With a large
Good, sir.
weapon.
I shall hereby refer to you as P-A-L, pal.
Am I in this area or
Nope, you are not.
No!
I didn't think so.
Nobody
Very
was
far
present
away.
except for Builder, 11.4, and
You
Annabella.
weren't allowed in there, were we?
Nope. Jack tried to get in and they shut the door on his face.
My
Oh,
point,
So
we
you're
did
still standing
not-
outside the door.
No, I jumped around
went back
and
there.
then went back to start
Oh, that's
talking
right.
with the others. Gotta go
Breaks
check
the
the pizza.
window. I wonder what's going on in there.
Annabella. This unit requests further information. Is there educational facilities within this town?
I guess we never talked about this, Dylan, but I would assume that there's at least some form of, like...
Yeah,
I mean, there's
there'd have to be
enough
something.
education that they're not coming out completely stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, there would
Yes,
have to be something.
There are educational facilities in Sanctuary.
This unit would like to request access to said educational facilities at your nearest convenience.
This unit grants permission.
Please tell
Would now
me.
work.
Yes. This is the whole session. It's just going to be robots talking to each other. And the flirtation is thick. I don't know if you can feel it yet.
The love is not in the air.
Derek transforms into a level 20 warlock.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take it then that we are headed off to, I guess, whatever the equivalent of a school/library Sanctuary has. I'm assuming it's not huge.
It wouldn't be huge. The amount of students you'd have at one time would not be many, because I think we figured the population of Sanctuary was roughly 500 or so. But what you would have is a few students and a probably very simple name, and I'm trying to think of something that would be, I mean, it could be just as simple as place of learning. whatever Annabella would come up with that's relatively simple.
Educational facility.
Yes, it is the educational facility for young sapiens.
Yes.
Annabella's fine educational facility for young sapiens.
I feel like I'm joining the X-Men.
Joining what?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta finish one thing here, and I'll be right on that.
I'm not gonna roll even remotely good at this. With it.
Okay, Pete, I'm sending some information your way.
I did not grab plates.
You did not grab plates, and do not burn my book. Okay, so you guys head over to the fine educational facility.
Just a way. It might be slightly underdone.
FEF, for those that enjoy acronyms. AFEF, actually. Annabella's Fine Educational Facility. FEFS. FEFIS. FEFFYS. Or FFEs. Annabella's Fine Educational Facility for Young Sapiens. FEFI. FEFIs.
Can I get a Fefi pen?
So you guys are heading there. Carrick, Thud, Cheems, Samson, Jack, you guys find yourselves in a house. For those of you that weren't present last time,
How drunk are we?
we'll get that in a second. You guys find yourself in a house in a town in the Underdark. That seems to be taken care of. It's not dank, it's not damp, it's a pretty nice little area. And walking through the city, no, you guys never did walk through the city. Carrick, you never walked through the city. Thud, you did. Walking through the city, Thud, you noticed that there was races of all sorts in this city. There was some Drow, some Duragar, which are dark dwarves. There was Svirfnerblin, which are dark gnomes. And in addition to that, there was also young minotaurs, humans, halflings, goblins, half-goblins, goblin hobbit crosses. There was a lot of strange mixed races as well in this city, but the city consists of everybody, and even your tiefling self didn't really get any odd looks, and there was a few other tieflings in the area. So that's where you have experienced that walking through. Now you guys are in a room. You guys were just settling in when Carrick and Samson bamfed in, along with 11-4 and Builder, and a small gnomish fellow. And that's where you guys find yourselves. There was some reunion, which can be continued if you guys want, and some drinking. Particularly by Samson whipping out a keg of booze and letting it go. Yep, the FFEs is a magnet for team for football. Something like that.
So how late are we gonna?
That's up to you guys.
Are we gonna have a time period in between where they were programming, we were just doing stuff?
Yeah, they were probably gone for a solid half hour or longer. Well, we'll say 2 hours because that's how long the actual reprogramming session took.
Because I gotta.
I couldn't be.
Because I still gotta split up Feltis stuff. I don't know if I want to roleplay all that because I don't remember everything that we needed.
We're drunk now.
Do you have a list of Feltis stuff in front of you there, Mr. Evan?
I have a list of his grocery stuff he had, but not his items.
Yeah, 1 second. Hang on. It'll take me
Yeah.
30 seconds here.
Thud, Carrick, any interesting stuff there?
So I vamped into the room. I look over. You said 11-4 was back, and everyone that was doing the reprogramming or not?
This was before. So you bamped in with them, then they left.
Oh.
So
okay.
currently in the
So
room
people are just drinking like it's the end of the world.
Yep, a young tiefling, Samson, Cheem, Jack, who you know, and then Sluvdemert.
What about Toxin?
And the stuff is split up, assuming.
And Toxin. If you want to assume the stuff is split up, great. You just gotta tell everybody what's in there.
I'd say Sam split up the stuff on there. I don't remember what it is. If he,
Yeah, okay,
if
so
Evan has it.
this is the way that it was divvied up, is Sam received the color-changing cloak, 11-4 received the cook's utensils. And Builder received the Ring of Sensory Dampening and a charge to disassemble it and figure it out.
Is that a custom item? Color changing cloak?
Yeah, so it's a
Yes,
cloak
yes,
that
it
just
is.
changes into basic
It
matte
basically-
colors.
You can give it a command word, and then it changes into like any other flat color. So like it's red now, and now it's gray, and now it's blue. So
The cloak was originally designed to help rich ladies have a cloak for every dress they own.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad
it's
I got
also
ladies'
worth
clothes.
100 gold pieces for the record.
Well, then I'm a little more happy about that.
And it matches your shoes.
Uh-huh.
And then I mean, outside of like basic adventurer stuff, which I assume the majority of it was probably just burned on his person, he didn't really have anything.
Okay. So you guys are drinking. Any conversations that want to be held, or you're just going to drink through the night and go till morning?
I vamp in and I look over, I see everyone drinking, and I go, we're drinking without the rest of everybody? Where the hell is 11-4 and Builder and everybody else?
Oh, I'm sorry, did you want to drink?
Yeah, did you want to drink?
Well,
By the
you
way,
do this one.
what happened to Monk?
So, Slew, what is this Menzobareenzan and what's all in there again?
Well, in my knowledge, bad stuff. Pretty bad stuff.
Just bad stuff?
Drow. Spiders. More drow.
What do they do there again?
I've not been, so I don't really know.
Oh. Carrot!
So no.
Sam is yelling
No.
at Carrot.
I come back around the corner because I thought I heard my name, but it sounded like an infant crying. What?
More ghost children.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
What?
Garrick, what was it Menzobareenzan again? Do you know?
I don't even know what language you're speaking.
Do you know what's in Menzobareenzan?
Probably nothing that you'll remember.
Sam's just gonna like clumsily toss a mug over that way. It's just gonna land on the floor next to him, and then he's gonna pull out another one.
I will try and catch it.
Okay.
Well, it's like it doesn't even reach him. He's drunk.
Yeah, make a dexterity saving. Make a dexterity check to see if you can catch it.
And do I have to salute him
Oh my
with
God.
something? I don't know his name yet.
There's a 12.
You have to dive for it, but you do end up catching it before it hits the ground. It was a very poor throw.
Reef. I know you're drunk. Is this still a house? And I would take a drink and start walking away.
Okay.
Well, no, it is drinking. The mug was empty.
Oh, was it?
Well, he's the drunkard. He's not gonna throw you in a full mug.
So,
Oh, I figured if he was hammered enough, he probably wouldn't realize it was empty or full, and he might have like just dropped it. Like, well, this is another one.
There's like
Fair
3
point.
swallows left in it that didn't spill.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
So-
is the type of layout to this house? Like, do we each have rooms we can go to, or what?
It's. I mean, none of you ever been in like a hostel type situation.
It's basically a rectangle with paper wall dividers that can be put into place.
Yes. No privacy, really, to speak of. At least not audible.
It has beds.
It's meant for people who haven't found their place within the society yet. Newcomers to stay.
Like us.
Yes.
What
So no.
what time is it?
I don't know, it's dark. It's underdark.
It's like 7:56.
Yeah.
So no.
Wait. My computer says 7:51. How are you in a different time zone than us?
I'm from the future.
I'm trying to.
What happens 5 minutes from now?
I'm trying to roleplay.
Yeah, we will.
Jurassic battle.
Okay.
Dinosaurs return.
Oh no.
So it is. We'll say it's heading toward. It's evening, dark, late, sometime. It's what this civilization is treating as night.
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
So no.
Also, I did not get drunk. I had like
Okay.
1 or 2 cups, and I have a 20 for my Constitution score.
Okay.
So
So I'm gonna bust up the carpet.
Yes, human feller.
what happened to the monk? Like,
That's a sad story. For maybe another time.
I'm gonna look at
okay.
Silver while he's not looking at me, and I'm just gonna kind of just do that to him.
Okay, so he's dead. Yeah, that.
You would have the understanding that he is dead as Sam is handing out his stuff.
So he's dead. I was trying to get it done, trying to say that before the stuff was divvied out.
Yeah. It's tough sometimes to get it all straightened out.
Especially when you're drunk.
Okay, so you guys are drinking through the night.
I go to bed at some point.
Yeah, Sam will do that too at some point.
Everybody goes to bed at some point. Annabella and 11 Pal. You guys are heading to the Afafi, fine educational facility. And when you arrive, you see a... Okay, got it. Carrick is floating in the middle of the room. He's really flexing every night with that carpet.
The only comfy area. You think I'm sleeping on the floor with a bunch of sheets around me?
Well, they have beds, but they're not great beds. They're made
And we also have like
Underdark
equipment to sleep on as
materials.
well.
Yeah, there's beds.
I've got
Like wouldn't we have?
You should have a bedroll on you, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the only grateful one that used the bed.
Yeah.
I'd use a bed still. He's drunk. He doesn't care.
You arrive at the fine educational facility, and it is, considered nighttime, but I feel like Annabella would have it open 24/7 in case anybody ever wanted to learn anything, because it's all about care for the young sapiens. So while there's not like actively class going on of any sort, there is a teacher there. A elderly Duragar seems to be the main person in charge at the moment.
Pal, what information is it that you are looking for? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
This unit must improve itself. This unit seeks guidance, perhaps a book to help oneself,
No, my computer.
a self-help book. Does this facility possess the avian soup for the robotic soul?
Okay.
This unit is slightly confused by the request.
New data is processing. Forgive any errors.
Errors forgiven.
This unit is interested in improvement, particularly with understanding toward designated threat, designated enemies, and designated sapiens. Information on behavior, ethics would be appreciated.
I do not necessarily recommend books as the sole source of information collection on those topics. However, perhaps we do have something that may be of assistance.
I think he tripped.
I think he died.
you want to go check Nolan? Did he trip over he knocked the router and everything down, or what?
Over the Ethernet cable on the way out. You good? Sorry.
It didn't hurt anything.
I hope everything's still plugged in. It was dark and I couldn't see.
Yeah, Nolan, check it out. Don't worry, just tripping over Ethernet cables. So anyway, the Duragar lady, watching you guys have this conversation, she turns to you, Annabella, and says, "Oh, good evening, Annabella. I don't think we have any bird flu books, but we only have a few books, but they're not very useful, as most of them don't really. We don't write a lot of books here. They're books that we've found or stumbled upon."
I would suggest that perhaps the best option would be a copy of the city's terms. I believe in there are some references to ethics and or enemies.
I believe that would be correct. Let me go look for it in the back. She bustles away. Returns a few moments later with a book called the Sanctuary Code. And she hands it to 11-4.
This unit appreciates the assistance. Thank you.
No problem. Now we have to write this, Evan.
You're welcome.
So, what's the code say?
Well, you're gonna have to read it at a later time.
I mean, to give you just a very basic starter on it, it is very, at its very core, based off of Annabella's own programming. So, obviously there's plenty of extrapolation from there, but just to give you an idea of what you might be reading.
So step 1, kill all humans. Step 2, kill all elves. And it's just a list.
Kill, 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 kill.
Kill John. He owes me $17.
$17. He's still alive.
Okay. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? Maybe you'd like to enroll in a class here. We have a marvelous sewing class.
This unit has recently come into possession of cook's utensils.
We do have a cooking class as well.
This unit would appreciate being able to learn food.
Well, I'll see what we can do. Come back in the morning and I will have a cooking instructor here to teach you and a couple of others.
Pal, perhaps it would be best if you placed your name on the sign-up sheet.
You think he's going to play it?
All caps, good to know. Well, thank you, pal. We'll see you in the morning, unless there's anything else I can do for you, Annabella. And pal.
That would be all for now. Thank you for your quick and wonderful service.
Oh, you're welcome.
Pal, I'm now going to proceed to walk around Sanctuary and observe the current ongoings. Would you wish to assist?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys go to walk around the city. Do you want to make a perception check, Annabella and pal?
I'm just looking for anything that maybe different than the last time I was here. Any people that maybe moved, new shops, new buildings, changed buildings.
I mean, last time you were there was probably like 3 days ago.
You never know. Might have changed.
Might have changed.
It's my place. I'm keeping an eye on it, darn it.
Well, for sure. Make a perception check.
Alright. Oh! Absolute hot garbage. That's a 5.
Everything appears...
Come back and it's burned to the ground.
Yeah, everything appears business as usual. You're a little distracted by your new Warforged friend, who seems to be following you awfully close. At times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Pal is mostly checking out Annabella, but that's a 17.
Even in your distracted state, you're able to observe the goings-on in the city. You see most people are settled in for the night. There's a few people out, rechecking the oil in the lanterns and maybe doing some harvesting of some fungi off to the side. And for the first time ever for you, there's kind of a quaint, interesting, almost beauty to some of what's going on.
The murderous desire is subsiding, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Like it's not just like, I could kill that. I could kill that.
You're not just watching for threats anymore. You're actively like, oh, how does that work? Well, that's really interesting.
I can take it. I don't want you.
So it's, oh shoot, it's, what's this? It's something very strange.
Yep, exactly. You've essentially become, what is his name, Jack Skeleton or something?
I think so.
He's very wholesome.
Until he steals Christmas.
So you guys explore until morning, and nothing super unusual, but just lots of firsts for Bill or for Pal to notice things. And you guys come back to the house in the morning. You find a floating on magic carpet Carrick, a Jack nicely tucked into his bed, a Thud sleeping somewhere on a bed, I'm assuming, and a passed out, slightly hungover Samson and Cheem.
What about Slew?
Slew Demert is, I forget he exists. He is also passed out.
Good morning, all! It is good practice to wake up bright and early. It allows for the best conquering of the day. Please proceed to wake.
Where have you been? I have been worried sick.
Just how early in the
Not
morning would this be,
saying that.
technically?
What?
How early would this be, technically, since Sam wakes up early to train anyway?
I'm gonna say in your inebriated state from the night before, you're probably not waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning like usual.
Yeah, alright.
But daytime they come back, it's 8:30. You guys are still asleep, but as Annabella comes in, she wakes everybody up. Slew Demert rolls over and goes, I don't like this one already.
Should I do a constitution thing to see how well Sam's doing?
You could.
Let's see.
In an effort to better himself, Pal wishes to cook breakfast.
I roll over and I say, who is Pal?
11-4.
Introducing Pal.
18. I got
Isn't
an
that
18 for
11-4?
constitution.
You're fine.
This unit has been significantly improved.
I look over at Annabelle. What did you do?
It was not just me. Builder and I performed an update to the former 11.4's code. He now requests to be called Pal.
No.
Pal, huh?
Correct.
I can do that.
This unit is your pal.
Did he ever get the utensils from me?
Yep.
Alright.
What do you do for fun, pal?
I'm gonna get up and
He's
start
still the
cooking
same
myself.
guy, Carrick.
This-
Food for myself.
Unit is unclear.
This is a very unique experience for you, Thud. Not only have you met one talking robotic person, now you've met two. And it's going to cook you breakfast.
I'm gonna ask Pal, what's new? You seem different.
This unit is structurally the same, although it has received a significant upgrade in its software.
I can tell that much already.
Wait, can you cook French toast?
There is no France, but
What is French?
I don't know
this
what it
unit
is.
can cook egg-coated toast, halfling toast.
Halfway eggs.
Great, too bad. I hate it.
I don't know what the French is, but I already don't like it.
Hey, pal.
Halfling toast.
I'll help you cook. I know how to cook.
This unit appreciates the assistance. It is still improving.
Carrick is just watching this whole interaction and is taken aback and extremely like, what'd you do? This doesn't look good. This feels like a trap kind of a situation.
Don't worry, I'm making sure he doesn't
So he hops down from his carpet, and wraps up, goes back onto his back, and he looks over at Hal. Just kind of is like,
Hello, this unit senses skepticism. How may I alleviate it?
What'd you do?
This unit and other performed a significant computational upgrade to the former Unit 11-4.
Is this what that whole hand-holding thing was about earlier?
This unit is unaware.
Well, and then I kind of stick my hand out in front of him.
Okay.
Is that you taking my hand?
Yes.
This unit does not fully understand the hand behavior.
Okay, and then I drop my hand away and I go, okay, that wasn't related. Something happened earlier on. It was a little off-putting, but this is differently off-putting. So he's the same, but different?
Correct.
He has received an update.
When are we gonna
Okay.
start cooking?
That's why I look over at Samson and try and pick him up off the ground. And
I'm doing fine.
make him
I rolled for
make-
Constitution. I'm not struggling apparently.
Yeah, he rolled pretty good on his Constitution saving throw for the morning, so he's not like hungover, but he's
Should I do that
functional.
too?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
We'll see if you can cook with
Not
Cal.
on natural 20.
Well, then I will move Samson, just kind of grab my shoulder, and then I'll kind of scoop him out of the way, and then walk past him to the kitchen, and try and process what is happening to 11-4, now known as Pal.
Okay.
And you guys just usually I don't have a look on my face. It's usually just kind of like blank.
RBF.
But there is so much change that has been going on, and there's been so much just that I actually am confused. Almost like, we'll just say I'm buffering. That buffering face. Just,
Resting buffering face.
This unit understands the need to process large amounts of new input.
and I just kind of. Thanks.
Okay, so team,
Yeah.
are you gonna teach Pal to cook?
I'll show him stuff.
So, team and Pal, you follow Carrick into the kitchen. And how's that gonna go?
I'm gonna go get a drink over here.
Feeling like his space is invaded, Carrick heads another direction.
This
Jack's
unit
gonna go
can
sit
now
next to him.
create poached eggs.
I'm gonna light the fire with my
Jack's gonna go sit
rapier.
next to him and start gnawing on his rations.
Okay.
This is
So,
a big bowl
Cheem
of
is going
fire
to
that
light
comes
the
in
fire in the stove with his rapier. Jack is going to go sit down by Carrick and start chewing on his hay bale rations. It's essentially dried grass.
It's basically rabbit food, yeah.
Updating race database. Cow people eat hay.
I'm gonna look around for anything in the kitchen.
Looking around, you see standard cooking stuff that's available. I mean, the utensils are normal.
And food
Hold
wise,
on. Dylan, is the NPC Dinah in the kitchen?
No,
And is there another individual in the kitchen?
no,
So you're saying someone is not in the kitchen with Dinah?
yes. No one is in the kitchen with Dinah, because Dinah's not in the kitchen either.
I believe it.
So looking around, you see standard cooking utensils, but instead of bread, there's a fungusy loaf-like substance. It's like a marshmallow, but it's like the size of a bread loaf, or not a marshmallow, mushroom, but the size of a bread loaf.
I'm gonna take a chunk of it to see how it tastes.
It tastes kind of like a piece of bread made with mushroom. You find a variety of soft shelled eggs. They're not like a hard bird egg, they're more reptilian in nature. And you also find a milky substance that you take to be it's milk of something. And yes, Jack is Nolan.
I'm gonna-
Processing.
After I taste of it, I'm gonna say the fucking monsters.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start cooking with whatever is there
Okay.
to make eggs and whatever the thud said.
Halfling toast.
Halfling toast, yes.
In case you aren't
What's
aware,
that?
Bridget, it's halfling because in the lore, the halflings speak with a French accent.
Oh God.
So it'd be halfling
Oh.
toast.
While this is all happening, I'm
Half
also
toast.
still trying to process and feel like I'm kind of being continuously followed.
I got
Because as I tried to walk away from Pal, I am now sitting next to Jack, who followed me and sat down and started chomping hay
Yes.
next to me. So
Mm.
I'm just, I'm doing the whole Winnie the Pooh think thing, and all I hear is,
The halfling toast is also better known as Shire toast.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds
Okay,
better.
so Cheem and Pal, I want you guys to make. I never know what to do for cooking.
Oh,
Roll a d20,
Performance.
and you add your proficiency modifier,
for
Cheem,
what? For what?
You
for cooking, because you're proficient with cook's tools.
Anyways, I got a natural 20 again.
Wasting all your natural 20s.
Yeah, I was in my test rolls. I was getting like 1s up to 5s, like consistently with all my d20s.
I got a question
So
though.
my luck was dead.
How hard did how forcefully did Carrick move me?
He just like pushed you aside a little bit.
Anyways, I
Was
got
it
walk past
so
you.
it wasn't too violent?
No.
Because I was
no,
gonna
it
say,
wasn't aggressive. It was just like there's
Right.
like a couch, a coffee table, and you're there. And I'm just like,
I had
all right, so squeezing by right. Because if you pushed me, Sam wouldn't have been too happy.
Pal,
He has
what
a
was
hangover.
your d20 roll? Sans proficiency modifier.
I rolled a natural 20 plus
15.
So with a 15 and a 23, you guys managed to create, out of these strange ingredients, Shire toast and poached eggs. For everybody. So if you guys are hungry, those of you that eat, sit down and you guys can have Shire toast and French eggs, or poached eggs. Not French eggs, I've never heard of French eggs.
Yeah, they're white.
They are delectable. The French eggs. You cannot pass them up.
They're poached and extremely white.
We don't want to start the
No, we're not doing that yet.
No. They're poached and they already surrendered.
So,
TPK, all halfling party, just horrible French accents for hours at a time.
Let's do it.
that is the new standard. All of you must have a halfling character at some point in this campaign.
Halfling toast was made with halfling.
With the when I cooked my own food, I used some of the fish rations I had
Okay.
to have salty eggs. And
Okay.
Fish.
So, while Cheem and Pal are cooking, Jack and Carrick are sitting trying to think and munch on hay. Thud, Annabella, Sloovy, Samson.
Where are we sitting?
Sam's gonna ask Annabella if there's a library in town because he wants to learn about where they're going before they go anywhere.
You do have that book from the Underdark.
Yeah, I do have that too, but he also doesn't want to be in that room. He wants to be somewhere quiet.
Okay, yep.
So is there just food sitting on the table, or they actually present plates to each person?
They're currently cooking it. We're having some other interactions whilst it is being cooked by the other party members.
I'm also giving a pal tips on how to cook.
Yep. You are learning how to cook from Cheem, the master chef, Pal.
And I'm yelling at him when he does something wrong.
And he is becoming very Gordon Ramsay-like. He wants to know where the lamb sauce is!
It's wrong.
How the hell do you make eggs?
What shit sandwich?
The water's dry, by the way.
The bread is too raw.
You
So,
fucking
Samson, you ask Annabella where the library is. Annabella?
This unit was just recently at the educational facility, in which most of Sanctuary's books are stored. I can walk you there if you wish.
After breakfast, that would be very nice.
This unit thinks that's a good idea. What information are you seeking?
If anything catches my eye, I'll probably look at it, but so far I just need a quiet place to read.
Understood. This unit will not provide silence.
Well, not now.
Annabella has a built-in white noise machine.
Or just start
Yeah,
playing
you
as
hear-
he's reading. Just...
You just push a button and see if you can change it to waves.
Nope, you accidentally got the thunderstorm setting.
Damn.
Yeah, well,
Gather
What's
third
the-
level
what's
center
that
of the
I
room.
wanna die.
So while all this is going on, these things are not good to eat because they get stuck in your mouth and you can't finish and get to talking.
Are me and Carrick at a table or something?
You had like a bench, yeah. 1 minute though.
Yep.
Thud, you were approached by the tiny gnomish fellow, who you had not really met, and he says, "Hi, my name is Sloov the Mert. I see that you are not really jiving with the rest of the group. Are you new? I'm very new."
Yeah, I guess you could say I'm new. Kinda just showed up here. Didn't really have much choice. So that was fun.
How did you just show up?
But there was a man, and he gave me a big axe. And when I touched the axe, I teleported somewhere else. I don't know how I just showed up.
Ah, okay.
Do I hear this anywhere? Am I nearby this time?
This is all happening kind of out in the big room. What did this gentleman look like?
He was tall.
Everybody's tall to me.
That's true. As she rests her arm on his head.
You could actually do that in like a sitting position. He's about 2.5 feet tall.
So she is sitting.
Yeah. I'd prefer if you didn't do that. It's very offensive to my people.
Interesting. Do I hear
She
this?
moves her feet to the top of his head instead.
Fight.
Do I hear at least?
You're in the kitchen.
I want to yell. I want to hear it and yell. All right, short stack.
Hold on. He is gonna do a thing then.
I'm just over here in the corner watching because I heard something in the other room about an axe and turning into and poofing somewhere else, and I was just like, this sounds different.
And as this happens, I just slide a little bit of hay towards Carrick.
Right across the front of the little table, you just slide a little chunk of hay over in front of Carrick, like, here, have some, this is good. Eating the popcorn. So Sloof de Mort is going to turn to you, arms crossed, and he's going to say, you know, if you weren't so tall, I'd hit you harder. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez. Why do you wish them? 15.
14.
15. You take 7 points of psychic damage.
Oh wait, that wasn't 20.
Oh.
As he hits you with vicious mockery.
Sam's gonna look up from the book he's reading. He's just gonna go, yeah, you tell him, Sloopy.
So,
Short ones are so feisty.
now that we're done being offensive, this man, anything else about him other than the fact that he was tall?
If I remember correctly, which I don't guarantee I do, I believe he had on some type of shiny clothing or armor.
Did he seem to glisten?
That is what shiny generally is, yes.
Yes, but like, is it reflective or was light emanating from his presence?
There was some of both.
This is very interesting. Anyway, so, how long are you going to be with us?
That's a good question.
Okay. So...
Is this like you sticking around until the axe poofs you to a different place?
Yeah, pretty much.
This unit will ask if you require assistance.
Alright, Jack, I've seen enough weird shit today, so I'm gonna grab the hay that he gave me and start eating it thinking that it might be food.
Updating racial database. Unknown element. Surface drow are herbivorous.
And there's like some herbs and stuff in there too.
Yeah, it's like
hay, so it
it's
has
like
some
a
flavor
rosemary, thyme, dillish, maybe flavored. It's better than celery, but it's definitely got a decent spiced flavor to it. It's not like just straight up alfalfa. It's got some. It's well seasoned.
I would have loved it if he was just eating plain old grass.
What is happening?
Good stuff.
What's his
You take a second bite.
Anyway,
This is amazing.
Well, my entry to this party was a little less dramatic. I just decided to come with, and regretting my decisions. But here we are. So, do you suppose you can you make the axe do the poofing?
no.
Oh. Was hoping it was a way out. Then he's gonna turn and gesture to the rest of you. So where are we going? Are we staying here in Sanctuary? It's a nice enough place, but I believe there was a goal. Were you talking about some rings?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm fairly certain, yes, that it had to involve with rings, but there's also mention of Menzobareenzan, and I would like to learn about that before we go there.
I saw a mark on the way in here that had it was like 3 rings interlocked.
Where was that at?
Down the tunnel.
Oh yeah,
That's really helpful.
I drew
very descriptive.
I drew a
And
picture
about
of it.
particular. I did too.
So you guys pull out your pictures.
This is after we're done cooking, right?
Yep. So you guys pull out your picture. Go ahead.
While they're pulling this, I'm just looking over and just saying, you know, we're not big fans of the Underdark. We do enjoy our sunshine from time to time. We're probably just going to do what we came here to do and then get out. Although I am intrigued by this axe thing now. I want to see what it does. I know you don't think it does anything. But I am curious. So I look over and I go, that looks like an axe. And I just kind of like, okay.
Okay.
I have an axe.
Do a demonstration.
Now that everybody's done comparing their
What is your
axes,
Sound right.
I was all stealing.
so you guys pull out your drawings,
Fair enough.
and you show them to the rest of the group. And Samson, Carrick, Pal, you guys would recognize these symbols as the same ones you were following on your way in to the Underdark.
Are these the same symbols as the Thieves Guild type situation?
No, these would be the ones that were on the letter from Broadleaf's grandfather.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna, being that I don't know where we are, I'm just gonna go say, cool, so it's where we need to go, but we don't know how far away we are now.
Correct. This path will assist us in locating the Liber de Divina Auctorum.
Sluvdemerch is going to turn to you and say, "What did you say?"
That's simple. It will assist us in locating the Liber de Divina Auctorum.
Well,
Obviously, he said it will assist us in liberating the Abba de Choro.
It will assist us in locating the Liber de Divina Auctorum.
Yes, Viva la Resistance.
Just like I said.
That's not what the original goal was.
Mission parameters were clarified during the update.
Can you clarify for us?
Go on.
Mission: go into Underdark. Locate artifact. Liber de Divina Auctorum. Return artifact to safe house in Colfax. Artifact is codified as powerful tome. Is not to be read by any sapient. Artifact is believed to be beyond the city of Menzobareenzan, guarded by a powerful creature.
Okay.
Samson or Sluvdemerch is going to ask, "Can I see the symbol again that you were all talking about?"
And just show it. My drawing.
All right. He takes it and he looks at it. Are any of you familiar with the organization that this symbol represents?
No.
we only know who it's tied to initially. He's a friend of ours, relative.
Broadleaf, I would be assuming. Where is he, by the way?
That's a good question. In that point, Sam's gonna cast a message and ask Broadleaf where he is and if he could come to us.
Okay, cast message. What are you saying?
Cameo appearance by Brody!
I wish, but I will be playing the part of Brody.
Broadleaf, wherever you are, can you come to us in Sanctuary? If you are too far away, use your Gatestone. I think I said that it was from me, so...
He would know it's from you because it's
Yeah.
coming in your voice. And you hear, but for a reply, "Ah! Die! Die! Die!
Oh,
I'll get there when I can. Die! Die! Die!"
Well, Sam's gonna have a very bewildered expression on his face, and he's just gonna go. He'll be here when he can. Don't know when that'll be, but he's dealing with something.
He seems like a very capable fellow.
Yeah, I'm sure whatever he's dealing with, he'll do something.
So,
have we gotten our eggs too?
yes, you guys you're eating now at this point and conversing. Yes, Thud.
So, when Thud had asked for the whatever type of toast that it actually is, she had said, "Good, great, make that. I hate it." So, she doesn't actually eat what they had prepared, but she finds whatever type of fresh fruit-ish stuff may exist.
I slide her over some hay.
There's not much in the way of fruit, but there is plenty of mushroom loaf.
Plenty of hay.
And hay, if you want to chew on Jack's rations, which may mark down that they're being consumed.
Let's try the hay.
Okay.
Similar experience to Carrick's, it's actually quite good.
Sam's going to ask. Wait, hold on. How good is the toast?
They rolled really high. It's pretty good toast and eggs.
Sam is going to ask Thud if he can have her toast.
You think I'm gonna eat it?
Sam's going to reach over and grab it.
Okay.
Racial database conflicts. Races eating herbivorous diets that are not naturally herbivorous.
Is that out loud?
Yes, all of this, every time she's done this, it's out loud.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was all internal. It's so much better that it's out loud.
No!
Sam's just going to say to
Okay, I'm not a cow person, and this is good stuff. It's flavored, it's seasoned, it's prepared, it's dried herbs. It's good for you. Tastes good. It's not hay. Update your database.
Racial database. Please state your race.
I don't know, but not a cow.
Sam's going to chuckle and he's going to go,
Understood.
cow.
Cow-looking person.
I'll deal with it for now.
Cow-like. Now that Sam's got his toast, he's going to get up and he's going to ask Annabella. So now that we've got breakfast out of the way, Annabella, would you mind taking me to the library so I can indulge in some studies?
We can leave immediately, if you are prepared.
That'd be great.
Before you go, so this symbol, it is the symbol of a group known as the Three Rings. They're a secret organization that very few know about, and they were founded shortly after the calamity, and their intention was finding powerful artifacts, such as the, I believe our friend Pal, said the Liberi Divina Ordo is a very powerful tome. But their membership has dwindled over the last 100 years or so. But that's really about all anybody knows about them, unless they're members. Which it sounds like you're saying that Broadleaf's relative is.
His grandfather.
Grandfather. Huh.
Imagining the person it came from, I don't think they're going to be too bright.
After hearing this, I'm going to quickly whip out the gold idol and ask her about the organization of the Three Rings.
Okay, what are you going to ask it?
Do you know what the
Question.
organization of Three Rings? And I'm going to quickly edit, and I'm not sorry for hitting you against the wall.
The idol is going to go, yes, dick.
Fine, dude. I'm going to drop it.
Okay, so you drop the golden idol on the floor.
Oh dear.
Yes, pal.
Does Pal now recognize the Golden Idol?
Make a history check.
Oh, this is good.
You're going to be in a load of trouble.
That's a 19.
You've seen many items in your travels. This item, you have seen it before. it itself is not too concerning, but the symbol on the bottom of it, where you gather the source of its powers from, you would recognize as it was created by somebody who worshipped the mad god Sirik, which the rest of the party has been aware of, I believe, to some extent. But now you recognize the symbol, the skull, and the starburst. And and he drops the idol on the floor.
11-4 would like to attempt to smite the ever-living shit out of that idol.
Who's 11-4?
Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
who's 11-4?
Pal.
Ow.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm trying to pick it up. I'm picking it.
I'm
quite literally over it after I drop it.
He's still trying to smite it. Okay.
Smite Cheems.
Roll to attack.
Oh dear.
That's only a 16.
16, not high enough DC. So you're gonna miss with your smite. Cheem, what's your armor class?
It hits me.
So you're gonna hit Cheem, his hands. I'm assuming you're using your spear to direct the smite?
Yes.
Okay, so, Cheem, you ask your question, you get mad at the idol, you drop it. As you're reaching to pick it up, you suddenly get stabbed in the arm by a spear, and you take how many points of its radiant damage?
Well, okay, so smite only actually goes off if I hit.
Well, you hit him, but not the intended target. So I'll leave that up to your discretion if they would go off or not.
I think this works for it to go off. So he takes 14 points of piercing damage.
That's smite.
And let's see here. Smite 2d8.
Party on, bud.
My highest spell level is 2, so that's 4d8.
4d8, not 14.
8. So it's 15. And then 7 is another 22 points of radiant damage.
That's about to knock him out.
14 plus 28.
14 plus 28.
22 or 28?
22.
22. 14 plus 22 is 36.
So what happens with Cheem?
So, Cheem, you're reaching down to pick up your idol, and you get stabbed through the forearm, and then there's just like a radiant, a powerful blast of radiant energy pushing off of your arm.
Do I see this?
It's in a room with all of you. You just all finished breakfast, and we're standing up to leave.
Now Sam is concerned.
Okay.
After I get hit, I'm gonna say both you and this idol are dicks.
Almost dies. Sure.
Yeah, he's got like 17 left.
Okay.
So Annabella is going to immediately attempt to cast Hold Person on both of them.
Ooh. Okay. I believe that's wisdom saving throws.
That is a wisdom saving throw. Gotta make 15.
Good, I didn't make it.
Okay, Cheem did not make it.
That's 24.
Holy mackerel. 11-4, you're still yourself.
So you feel kind of a sluggishness, and it just it becomes hard to move. And 11-4, you power on through it. Cheem, you're kind of stuck in place. And then Annabelle's gonna go, "Please cease your bickering. This is unproductive, unhelpful, and wasted resources."
I'm not bickering.
I believe that's more than bickering.
Well, Sam's gonna go over and ask if
bad.
Sam's doing
Please do
alright.
not attack friends unprovoked.
Why are you saying that to me? I didn't attack.
No, that was to Pal.
Sam's gonna go over to Cheem and ask if he's alright. He's gonna put the idol back in his bag for him and try help him up.
Okay.
Val is gonna try to stab the idol again.
Okay.
So he's gonna
So Pal yanks the spear out of Cheem's now, frozen, kind of bent over, reaching for it, like, And
Is Sam
now
there?
Sam's starting to reach for it.
Oh,
Make another
dear.
attack roll.
Well, that was worse than the first one. That's a 15.
Okay.
I'm gonna as a reaction.
your
I'm gonna
armor
do.
class?
It's 15, but as a reaction, could I
Use
do shield?
Yeah.
All right, Sam's gonna do shield, and what do I got?
So while this
Nothing.
is up, just for clarification, I think rules as written, you can't actually do shield on somebody other than yourself.
No, he's casting it on himself.
Yeah, on me,
Because he's reaching for the idol. He's
okay.
the attack's coming in, which is too low again for the idol, but would have
I
hit
actually believe
Samson.
you can cast shield on someone else. It might be a touch action, but I think you can cast shield on someone else.
Yeah.
Well, the range on it is self, not touch.
As he hits Sam and Sam cast shields, he's going to yell at Pal and say, "What are you doing?"
Can I go pick Pal up?
You can try. Sluvdemert is going to. He's going to try to cast a spell on Pal. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
That's 17.
17. So he reaches out towards you. I gotta think of a joke on the spot now.
Oh.
Doesn't have to be a funny joke because it didn't work anyway. Why did the chicken cross the road? I don't know. Figure it out. Anyway, you're not laughing, so okay. Yeah. You know you're gonna try to pick Pal up.
Yep. What would that be?
Strength check.
Keep in mind, my carrying capacity is far above him.
What's his weight? What's your carrying capacity?
It
It would be contested strength checks because you're grappling each other.
Yeah, you're basically doing a grappling check.
Yeah.
540.
Okay, grapple.
Push, drag, lift is
strength
1,080.
check. Strength check for Pal.
A strength check?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bug in my dice.
While this is going on, Annabelle is going to touch Cheem and pump 20 points of healing into him.
What do you got, Pal?
22.
18.
So you go to grab Pal and lift him up, and he just kind of like shoves your arms off. Okay.
Do I get a response?
Am I out
Were
of
you?
the...
Were you?
Can I step between them then?
Yeah, you said something to
Yeah,
Pal. What did you say?
I yelled at him, "What are you doing?"
Pal?
That is an artifact of Cyric.
I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna look back at him, and I'm gonna say, Why are you stabbing it?"
Cyric attempted to destroy the world.
As far as my experiences with this idol, it's so far been harmless. Is there any malicious thing with it that needs
Yes.
to be smited?
Yes.
May I know what it is?
Yes. Cyric was one of two that caused the calamity. That destroyed my legion. Destroyed all of the legions. Killed untold numbers of sapiens. And attempted to destroy all of existence.
I'm gonna look at Cheem.
I would say that's a good reason.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna ask Cheem, how much do you care about this idol?
Can we at least melt the gold?
I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna bonk it on his head real quick, and then I'm gonna give it to Pal.
Okay.
Pal is not touching it.
Cheem can still not move.
But it's not gonna be like a hard
so
bonk. It's gonna be like
I'm gonna
small.
drop the whole person now that people aren't immediately fighting anymore. Do I see? Obviously, I heard all this. Do I see the symbol on the bottom of this thing now too?
Yes. It's been moved around enough. You would have probably caught sight of it.
Yeah. So Annabella is now going to demonstrate a similar level of concern to Pal, though without the immediate attempting to murder it.
Okay. So the two Warforged are very afraid of this little golden idol,
I'm holding that.
and they
I don't
won't
know.
take it from you.
So I'm just gonna say, well, do you have a place you want to get rid of it? Like, I don't. How malicious are you?
I wish to destroy this
He asked the idol a question.
Yeah. I asked the idol how malicious it was.
Oh. So while you're holding it, you ask it how malicious it was. You hear in your brain.
Wait, would it work if I have mind shielding or? I have the mind shielding ring.
No, because that's more mind control.
Oh, okay.
This is
So, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is just in your. This is just it speaking back to you.
All right.
You hear kind of a general laugh that slowly gets more and more dark, and I can be as malicious as I want.
This idol's strange. Let's just go somewhere so you can like get rid of it. I don't like it either. It's being weird.
This unit highly recommends immediate destruction of the object in a safe, contained location.
Well, how about on the way to the library we find a place that's safe and secure, and then you can get rid of it, and then we can go to the library.
I'm gonna melt
I
it.
would prefer not to destroy the idol in Sanctuary.
None of you are gonna take it from me, and I don't want to go anywhere but the library. So, and I'm not giving it back to Dopey over here because he's just gonna take it and
I'll
run
take
away.
it if you really want me to.
No,
I don't trust any of you with.
Can we at least melt it down and sell the
Annabella,
gold?
Holt,
So you're complaining we won't take
haversack.
it. You don't trust us with it.
Annabella
Here,
holds
put it in there.
open her haversack.
Are you sure you want to carry it?
This unit is not in direct contact with the object while it is in the pocket dimension.
Sam's gonna drop it in there. He's just gonna go, cool.
Are
Can you take it to the library before you destroy it at least?
No, this unit views it as paramount that this object is destroyed immediately.
Sam's just gonna sigh, and then he's just gonna say, "I'll go look for the library on my own. Do you know the general direction I gotta go in?"
That way,
Cool. And Sam's gonna leave.
Okay.
He's
and
gonna
Annabella
leave
is
the building.
immediately going to start marching to the exit of Sanctuary.
Would you like
I'm gonna
assistance with that?
follow Annabelle.
Yes. While Sam leaves, he's gonna think this is the dumbest thing I've ever been involved in, and he's just gonna go read the library now.
Okay.
I mean, at least I'm saying I want to salvage the gold and sell it.
It's got a mark on it.
As Annabelle's walking out, I'm gonna ask why.
I want to
I'm
melt
gonna
it
kind of
down.
follow and ask why it's so bad, or what's bad about it that's making you want to destroy it.
As Pal previously stated, this object is linked to beings of untold destruction.
Do you know which beings? Because these people are kind of beings of untold destruction because they've, well, wrecked plenty.
This level of destruction is beyond what this group is currently capable of.
Oh. And all that destruction is in one golden statue?
I am uncertain if it is contained in the statue. However, being that the statue is linked to this being, this unit would view it as unwise to maintain the statue.
So how do you plan on destroying it safely?
Currently uncertain.
This unit recommends stabbing.
Just gonna walk off into the night and hope for the best? Or into
Yes?
the dark at this point?
I have a quick suggestion to if you want to destroy it. I asked it, should I throw it in the lava? And said no.
This unit thinks that's a good idea.
I still want the gold though.
So, I'm going to march straight for the lava
Okay.
I will
that we
follow.
encountered the other day.
Okay. So, who's following Annabella out of town?
I'm gonna follow it.
I'm going to the library. I'm not being involved in whatever's going on there.
Okay. Thud, are you going with? What are you
We're in the
doing?
party, alright.
Thud is not going with. Okay. So, those of you going to the lava, you walk out of the city, through the gates, marching all the way at a quick pace, I'm assuming, due to the Warforged's desire to destroy the artifact, or idol. And you come to the edge of a cliff. And above the cliff, there are floating rock formations that are moving around and bumping into each other constantly. And down below, you can see tiny little streams of lava. who is going to try to chuck the idol into the lava? Way down below you, 1,000 feet or so. There is
Before
room for
proceeding-
error here.
Before proceeding, I would request counsel.
I'm all ears.
Is this the best way to destroy this?
I don't know what's in it to know.
I mean, ask it yourself. Ask it a question.
Yes, let's ask an evil being how to kill it.
I refuse to interact with the object.
Can I ask if this is a good way to kill it?
Just
Yeah, you can take the idol out of the bag. I'm assuming Annabella will let you.
remember
Hold
that
open
thing.
the bag, so you reach in, grab the idol,
Gotcha.
Before
pull
you
it out.
before you ask it, remember it really likes to not give you a straight answer.
Will lava destroy you? Beyond repair. Will lava destroy you beyond repair?
Well, that remains to be seen, as lava has not destroyed me yet. But have I come in contact with lava? You don't know.
Can I hold it over the edge?
No
I
response.
suppose he can't talk anymore. Okay.
Only once per day.
It's limited to one interaction with one human with one sapient person per day.
Wait. Could I quickly see the idol? I want to do something with it.
No, and I put it back in the bag.
Okay, so it's back in the bag.
I want to spike it on the ground and then chuck in the lava.
Who is going to do the checking? Neither of the Warforged are willing to touch it.
I'll just do it. I'm right there anyway. I
Okay.
don't trust him with it.
I look over at Annabelle and I say, so you want it destroyed, but you can't touch it to destroy it?
This unit would find ways to destroy it without touching it.
At this moment.
When I just cast Mage, well, I look at the group and say, wouldn't it be simple enough for me to cast Mage Hand, toss it into the lava? That way no one is technically holding on to it.
I mean, sure,
Yes.
fine.
Agreed.
Tudor.
Why
Okay.
don't you use your magic carpet, fly down, and put it in the lava?
Nope. That rug is nice and special. That doesn't go anywhere near heat stuff.
Okay.
Don't need to float back up on a woolly pad.
I need you to make, if you're gonna chuck it with Mage Hand, a Arcana check.
Bovine individual. Jack.
Huh?
Do you possess the ability to fly?
I can jump about 30 feet depending on the day, or climb on walls.
Yeah, climb on walls and just climb as far as you can without burning yourself and just chuck it in.
I could do that.
So, per D&D rules, you can stand right next to lava without getting hurt. You cannot go in lava without getting hurt.
Down I go. How far is it?
Do you have spider climb?
Yeah.
When did you switch it? Last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the jump is
How-
useless.
It's 1,000 feet down.
Okay. You better pack a lunch for that one.
Okay. So how are you carrying the idol?
I'll start my backpack.
Okay. So you take the idol.
Question:
Yes.
Why are we not doing the Mage Hand idea?
Because it's the
Leaves more up
DC
for air.
to
My
hit it
computer's
into the lava
restarting.
is much more difficult from up there than from right up next to it.
To hit it into the lava?
The lava's
we're
about
1,000
1,000 feet
feet
below you, and it's a tiny river with like stuff on the sides. So if you were to throw down into the lava, that's just a very difficult throw with a very high DC. Because you're trying to hit.
Not like it's just not like a lava vein. It's a river down below.
Yes, it's like a river running through the Grand Canyon, but it doesn't come out to the whole sides.
How is this lava hot?
So it's a long ways down.
If someone had a magic carpet, they could fly right down.
No.
5 feet over it.
I'm already going down. On my way.
Okay, so Jack has it in his backpack. He is climbing down.
My computer's restarting.
And
Updating.
what's your movement speed? I have no access to your
40.
sheet. 40. So 40. If you're dashing, that's 80. You can make it down in like 12, 13 rounds. So it's like a minute and a half climb. I mean, that's actually pretty quick.
I'm head first like
You're just
trotting on the wall like a squirrel. Yep.
Yep.
Like a squirrel down the tree.
Yep. Okay. So you get to the bottom, and you walk up to the lava.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
It'd be helpful to look in my backpack, but you know, my computer sucks.
Okay. Well, you know you have the idol in your backpack, correct?
Yes.
Oh shit.
But I want to make sure it doesn't just sink out of sight and be fine.
Okay. How long until your computer boots?
It's at 0% and working about a minute.
There's a simple solution for
If
that.
it makes it easier for everyone, I will bust out my flying carpet. I will fly down
Oh,
to Jack.
Dylan.
I'll grab it by like a foot or something. And just put, like, the
Let me
head
toss it
on
in
the
with Mage Hand. That way, when I put it in the lava, I can just push it down with Mage Hand and make sure it's completely submerged.
My goal is to make sure that it doesn't just sink and not actually melt.
So will Mage Hand be dispersed if I touch lava?
That's an excellent question.
At 5%,
Dylan, I have a
I'm just
quick
gonna grab it by the
question.
bottom and dip the head in for like
Hold
a
on, let
minute.
me look up Mage Hand.
Dylan, I have a quick question.
20%
Yes.
is working.
Doesn't my review also have the mark on it?
No, it does not.
Okay.
It just came.
It just came from him. That nobody knows that.
Nobody knows that except
Well,
for
the
me.
Warforged do not know that.
Now that you know that they don't like it, you don't tell them anything.
I'm like, uh-oh.
Bridget, let me borrow your axe. I'll toss it in the lava and see what happens.
No, it does not say. It just lasts. It doesn't say it takes any damage or anything.
I'm holding the head under
Okay, so you dip the head under,
for a good minute.
and as it's touching the lava, I'm gonna need you and Carrick to make wisdom saving throw. Which would it be? Wisdom saving throws.
I think that's a +4. I'm pretty sure. We'll figure it out.
That's 16.
The stroke and Dylan.
That is a 21.
21. And the DC set at 22.
You son of a
You guys are destroying a powerful item that was either made by the worshipper of a god or possibly by the god himself.
Question.
Yes.
If I'm far enough away currently to use Mage Hand, would I be affected by that wisdom save?
Mage Hand has a range of 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
So no. You'd still be within range.
It went from 50% to 0%. How do you rate?
So you guys are going to take
I'm going to use magic carpets for stuff.
15 plus 7 22 points of psychic damage each.
It's not gonna phase me.
22 points of damage.
How's the head look?
Melted.
Me.
Am I able to use Uncanny Dodge to half that, or is that
That's
for
dex
physical
only.
attack?
Yeet!
Anybody?
That's dex only. Uncanny dodge, or evasion, whichever one applies to saving throws is dex only. So the idol is now destroyed in a burst of psychic energy. Is what hurts your guys' heads.
Ow.
I'll chuck the rest of it in there.
Okay, and that is it. That is the end of the golden idol.
And just sprint back up the wall. Or no. First I'm gonna try to sit on the carpet.
Okay,
Making sure it's
how
much
much do you
stone
weigh?
first. 523.
Unless you weigh under 70 pounds, Carrick, the carpet will not hold you both.
I don't think it. I think it holds more than that.
I thought its limit was 600.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure it was the 600 one.
Jack is a beefy boy.
Jack is
60
massive.
pounds
Come on,
is not
dude.
unreasonable.
Yeah, it's like a 4x6 carpet, so I don't remember which one that was. But whatever. Yeah.
Let me double check.
I will send Jack up, and then I will have the carpet float back down to me and pick me up.
I'm wondering though what happens when I actually sit on it. Does it just...
Yeah, it's like it's just like one spot where your butt is. It's like pinned to the floor.
And I'm just gonna
And the
sit
rest
there,
is like,
crisscross
"Nee."
applesauce, just waiting.
trying to
No,
go.
the carpet corners just kind of thrill with frustration. It's like, and then it flies up.
Okay. I look down over the edge like, why?
So if it's the 4x6, its capacity is 400.
Never mind, I'm running up the
If
wall.
it's the 4x6, the capacity is 400 pounds.
I guess I'll be running up the wall then.
If it's a 5x7, that's 600 pounds.
That might be the one.
But the movement speed is 40.
Nope, it's a 4x6 magic carpet, 400 pounds, 60 foot speed.
Yep.
Well, I'll race you then.
Sorry, bud.
Dashing, he'll beat
If
you.
you want to give her a shot.
So if you dash on the carpet, as straight up as you can go without falling off, you'll make it in less than 10 rounds.
What's the carpet speed?
60 feet.
I thought
Dashing
you
is
said
120. No, if it's the 4x6, it's 60.
The bigger one's slower.
Yes.
Dang.
For a vegan, Jack is very
Thick.
dummy thick.
Very beefy boy.
With 3 C's.
I'm fairly lean though. It is lean beef.
He's almost 8 feet
Damn.
tall, though. I am 8 feet.
Grass
He's 8
fed.
feet
It's got
tall.
beautiful marbling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cows do get fat. So, fur blogs
I'm not that fat though. We've discussed this. It's mostly
Fur blogs can get pretty beefy.
I have some pretty impressive muscle definition though, but like any strong man, I do have quite the gut.
Yep.
But it's larger.
Okay, so while this is all going down, those of you in the
We're going
town
up now.
sanctuary, all going up. Thud, you and Sloobdemert stayed back. Any conversations you'd like to have?
Unless I can safely make another short joke, no.
Sorry.
I don't know what check to make for that.
Just
for
follow
having
him
you wait
around,
for
and
that.
whenever he's reaching for anything above 3 feet, just grab it and hand it to him.
Or grab it and walk away.
That one.
Grab it and put it in a shell fire.
And how tall is Thud?
5'7".
Okay, so she's not extremely tall. Why didn't I give my NPC any fun spells like shrink, reduce?
Oh,
and
that'd have
merge?
been cool.
So
We're gonna come back and see the whole little thing on fire. Smoothie, what'd you do? She made
Drop
fun
it
of
up one room and put it up higher, and then I walk behind her and pick it up and put it up higher.
You guys
And then I walk behind Carrick and put it up higher.
Hold on.
It's like a Russian nesting doll.
Yeah, Sam.
How tall are you, Carrick?
7 foot something.
I'm 8 foot, so
He's
yeah.
7 foot.
I'm 8 feet.
We have a very fun range of sizes right now.
For like
The
2.5
Warforged
feet.
is 5'8".
Sam is like 6'3".
Pal
Which
is
is
5'8".
normal.
Yes.
Not normal.
That's short.
So, Samson, what book are you reading
Wait,
in
where
the
does
library?
Annabella fall into this height thing then? If she's 6'8".
Well, she's a full foot taller than Pal.
Listen,
Wait,
that has never stopped a teenage boy in the history of the world.
Oh no.
This is true.
Anything is better. Tall chicks were super awesome when I was a kid. There was only one.
This is getting interesting.
Alright, well.
Pal, you have a very fortunate head height.
Well, Sam is looking through the book. Does he find anything on Menzobareenzan?
Yes, you do. I will tell you what I have.
Where'd it go? I tossed it somewhere. There it is.
So, Menzobareenzan. In your readings, you discover that Menzobareenzan is an underground city populated by Drow, and they're ruled over by Lolth. The population at the time of the writing of your book, which you don't know what the timing was, but
Well, how old does
What-
the book look?
the book looks 30, 40 years old. Lolth, LOL. LOL.
Well, knowing that it's probably 34 years old, it's probably not going to be super accurate being time passes faster here.
At the time of the writing of the book, the city had roughly 20,000 drow inhabitants and hundreds of thousands of humanoid slaves. Slaves including goblins, kobolds, bugbears, durgar, svirfnerbli, orcs, ogres. Hey, that's plural for snurflurban, okay? I want you to say snurfnerbli 5 times fast.
Snurferbly, 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 snurferbly.
You took a
snurferbly.
Oh, now you did it.
Snurferbly?
Svirfnerbli.
Svirfnerbly.
Yeah, well, if you read the spelling, it's Svirfnebli.
You lost me at S.
Yes. Orcs, ogres, minotaurs, giants, and then they do have a type of livestock that they keep. They trade in poisons, mushrooms, lizards for riding, spell scrolls, wine, water.
I just want to point out what's not on that list.
What?
The bovine people rule.
There's very few bovine people. I love how furblogs just became bovine people when they're absolutely not, but they're now cow
Call them
people.
furblogs.
What?
Why do you call them furblogs?
It's furbolg.
Furbolgs.
Yes.
It's
so
furblog.
funny. Oh my god.
Sorry, I can pronounce Sverfnerblin, but I can't pronounce furblog.
Furbolg.
Furbolg.
No, it's
OLG.
furblog. It's a very, very specific type of blog that you
Super
never, ever want to read.
No.
Jeez.
The worship of Lolth is prevalent. It's the main deity inside the city of
worship of what?
Menzobareenzan. Lolth.
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 I think it said
And
wolf,
it rules
but like-
over them.
She is a spider deity, a dark
I don't like
deity.
spiders.
And it lives there.
She doesn't live there, but she is the deity of the drow and rules over the drow. She is actually fairly active deity. There are different houses within Menzobareenzan. They're constantly fighting with one another. Menzobareenzan is also a matriarchy similar to Sanctuary. Women are way more powerful in drow culture than men. Typically, the city is ruled over by a high-powered family house with an even higher high priestess within that family. What else is relevant that you would read in a Underdark for Dummies? At the time of the writing of this book, the city was roughly 1,000 years old.
So if I were to do, if Sam were to do math on that, that would be like.
Make a intelligence check to see if you have figured out how the passing of time is different than from up above.
21.
21. DC was 20. By the best of your abilities to figure out the difference in time passing based on what you and Cheem have discussed, how he was only down there for what seemed like a couple of days and you were gone for a week, or it was a week or two. Your estimations is every day in the Underdark is roughly a week above ground. So 1,000 years in the Underdark is, I'd have to do math on it, but it'd be fairly
7,000
fairly
years?
close to 7,000 years. It's a
If
day.
a day is a week, then 1,000 years would be 7,000 years.
Yes. No.
It's a 7 to 1.
No, it's not. Yes.
It's a 7 to 1, Dylan.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so it's roughly 7,000
Or
years
could be
ago. So
500.
the city of
It's dog
Menzo.
years.
Yes.
So, okay.
Dog weeks, dog days of summer. Menzobareenzan is significantly older than the Calamity in surface years.
Right, so Sam's gonna gather their slavers and all that then.
Yes, hence where there's hundreds of thousands of slaves and 20,000 Durgar
Alright.
or drow.
Sam's gonna be thinking then. He's gonna think, well, we're not gonna get in there too easily. If only I had some kind of like a costume or that. And then Sam's gonna stop. He's gonna look down at his bag of clothing. He's gonna contemplate a couple things. And then he's just gonna kind of pick it up, put it on the table, look at it for a little bit. He's gonna look around. And then he's gonna... Is there like a librarian around?
You're in the educational house, the educational facility, and it's daytime. So yes, there are classes. There's people walking down hallways. It's a bustling facility. Maybe probably 50 people in the building.
Well, then he's not gonna dump out what is in that bag.
That's probably a very good idea.
He is going to grab it. He's gonna go back home, and those two are there, right?
Yeah, Thud and the Sludmert are.
All right. Without saying a word, is there like a table in the middle of the room?
Yes.
Sam is going to open the bag.
This is where you had
and-
breakfast.
Yeah. The table's cleared now, right?
Yes.
All right. Sam is going to lay a cloth over it first.
Okay, so Thud, here's what you're going to see. This person whom you have just met, who generously provided alcohol for the evening, and got up in the morning and left to go read a book, has come back and is now pulling out a corpse of a body that looks almost exactly like him.
But no organs.
No organs. Shallow chest cavity. A copper piece over each eye. And he is going to strip this body naked and put... I'm assuming just put the corpse
Well,
back.
he's not gonna leave it there.
He's going to put the
You should
corpse
leave it
back
there.
in his bag.
Then he's gonna look up and realize there's people in the room. And he's gonna go, oh, sorry.
You look over and Thud and Sluvdemar are just like... and Toxin.
No one knows about this anymore.
Oh, yeah, I should mention that. That was my brother. He's not a good
Can
man.
I take care of the body for you?
What?
Say that again?
Can I take care of the body for you?
No, it's gonna be
Oh.
buried back in my hometown. That's why it's in the bag. Sorry about that. He's my brother. I haven't gotten a chance to really send him off.
I mean, I could at least make it smaller, easier to carry.
I mean, I belittle him, but I don't think I want him any smaller. He's in the bag. He's fine.
For a body to chop up.
And then he's gonna look over at Sluv and he's gonna go, Sluv, I'm gonna clarify. This is not the same bag that the alcohol was being stored in.
Sluvdemar is going to be like, first of all, you pulled a body out of your bag. He's like, what? And then she's like, I can chop it up. He's like... You all need the wild mother or something. Okay.
Sam's just gonna kind of clarify a little more that he's trying to take his brother back home and he hasn't gotten that chance. That's why he's in there.
This is a lot to process.
System of function.
I just thought of something just reading in the book, and my brother was a slaver as well, and the place we're going to has slavers, so
Okay, so your brother was a slaver.
or a kidnapper.
You has your brother's body in the bag. How did your brother die? What's the relation here? I'm very confused.
He ransacked our house and he was kidnapping people, so we went and put a stop to him.
And that's how you treat your family.
Well, he killed my parents. Why wouldn't I care?
Okay.
He's also possessed by a ghost.
Good to know. Ghosts. Not.
I'm not here. I'm just.
Oh yeah.
He was also possessed by an evil spirit as well. So
You guys get possessed a lot.
I didn't do it.
Okay. So that's messed up.
Yeah.
Thud. That's messed up. All right.
You had not met my parents.
Correct. I do not want to.
It's probably a good choice.
If it makes it any better, Sam's gonna pull out an old journal of from when he was back in Armor, and he's gonna give it to him, and he's gonna say, "You can use this for your writings if you want. Just leave out the first couple of years."
Okay. This I can do.
I hope that's enough consolation for what you went through. I apologize.
It's huh. Yep. All sorts of issues. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So,
I gotta wash these clothes now, so if you excuse me.
I'm happy you're washing them. That's a very good thing to. Yes, wash them. Right about this time, those of you that went and destroyed the idol,
I'm also gonna.
I'm assuming, are coming back into the room.
Is the body gone yet?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's been gone.
It's been
no
gone.
one would believe you. If you told them, it's gonna be like, "There's something in that bag." I don't know what you're talking about.
So when Team Idol Nukers returns from the lava pit, Annabella is going to ask, "Has it been successfully destroyed?"
Why would you not?
Wait, I thought you went with. Oh, okay, yep,
This is
when
still
they
there.
went up.
Because they
Yes.
were 1,000 feet down. You know, I'm assuming
Yes.
they would have been a bit difficult to see.
Yes.
I would say
Yep.
so.
Annabella would like to insight check that answer.
Before you do that, I cast Zone of Truth.
I witnessed it being melted, and as it was melted, it sort of exploded, and we took some
Okay.
brain hardy damage.
So, the psychic blast was purely just pain.
It hurt our brain.
Zone of Truth. What's this wisdom saving throw on everybody in that? Or if you choose, you
I
can
will
choose to fail that.
I-
I believe.
Sorry. Yes, you can choose to fail.
Plus, he knows if we succeed.
I don't think he would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he knows who fails and who
It's a
succeeds.
15-foot radius centered on a point within your choice. Charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie whilst in the radius. The caster knows whether each creature succeeds or fails on a saving throw. The affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. So you cannot speak a deliberate lie should you fail the charisma saving throw or choose to fail it. And it lasts for 10 minutes. So if you're within that 30-foot area, 15-foot radius, so it's a 30-foot sphere. You guys
I will
can't lie, and it would
purposefully
fit
fail and
all of
explain
you.
what I did.
Okay? Do it
And
to it.
DC is 15 if you want to try to not.
I'm fine with failing.
Just not.
You're gonna fail?
Well, I
Yeah.
put the head in the lava and it, well, we saw it melt and then it kind of hurt us for a bit and then it melted more. And then I chucked it in the lava. So it's melted. Sort of blew up without actually blowing up, but it hurt.
And you
I
are
rolled a
still
21.
So you do not have to tell the truth. And
I look at Pella and I said, it was exhilarating.
I'm just
We
biting my
watched gold
tongue.
melt in a pool of liquid hot magma.
Are you seeking to be deceitful?
I'm seeking to be sarcastic because it hurt. And that's how I deal with pain.
Oh, it's fun to punch him. He's like, really? But I will not.
This is when you get the little telltale games. Pal will remember that.
I am satisfied with this answer. We may proceed back to Sanctuary.
Well, alrighty then.
Great, Annabelle, make sure and teach Pal what sarcasm is.
Understood. This unit will attempt to educate Pal on sarcasm.
Lying for fun.
Like,
all
I
right.
feel like that was an easy daisy.
You guys. Pete writes notes.
This unit is grateful to Carrick and Jack for performing the task.
Anytime.
Thanks. Do you have anything that can fix my headache?
I could use that as well.
Like an aspirin, but it's not aspirin. It's like a little powdery circle that makes your head feel better.
You also heal me too.
I got better.
Pal starts pointing his spear at Carrick's head.
Allow me to patch up some of your wounds. And then we will do just 2 little first level healing words, 1 for each of them.
And Cheem is still damaged as well and requesting a heal.
I already gave him 20 points.
Wait, I thought Cheem... Did Cheem come with?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was his idol.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to give 22 points... I apologize, Annabelle. But Pal's going to touch Jack and give him... You took 22 in damage, right?
Yep.
22 back. Cheem, how much do you need?
Like 13.
That's exactly what I've got left of the tank. So boom, 13 back to Cheem.
Okay.
This unit,
Well, I'm fine.
Oh,
this unit does not have any
I needed
additional
16.
healing available for
That's
you.
fine. I'll
Well,
just go
I
eat
will
some-
provide Carrick. You're getting 8 points.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Annabella dipped real southern there for a second. I will provide the healing that you require, Carrick. That'd be a fun accent.
This unit hereby administers healthcare. Please do not resist.
Is it free?
You're gonna get it whether you
This
like it or
unit
not.
does not charge for its services.
Are you satisfied with your care?
It's a nice scarf.
You're going to retrieve healthcare whether you like it or not.
Hold still. Hold here for a second.
All right,
Evan really is Canadian.
you guys.
Oh, damn.
Free healthcare and all. That'll get to you in 6 to 8 months.
Yep. Shots fired.
Sorry, Canadian friends. Not
Just so that way
so.
all the Americans watching are aware, I do not side with the Canadians on this issue.
Oh, dear.
The cat definitely agrees.
You're doing a little
Is that
dance.
Anna?
Promptly freezes.
Probably freezes and skips entire response.
Okay. So, how's everybody doing? Should we take a quick break or keep going? Anybody need to use the restroom?
I'm probably going to be hopping off here at about 10 o'clock.
I know. You disappoint me every
Sorry.
time, Thomas.
I'm sorry.
What's
New
more
job
food?
stuff.
Do you have more
Power
pizza?
to 10?
We can go to 10. I'm good to go to 10. And then we take a break then and then go beyond if anybody else is still available to play.
I'm available, yeah.
Wyatt is starting a new job right away in the morning, so we probably can't play till midnight.
Where you working?
You can go sleep on the couch and I'll wake up and
UPS.
drive him home.
Oh, nice.
He got hired today. He's starting at 6 a.m., so
Her father works
Yeehaw!
everybody works.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, this is true.
It's cool.
Being an adult is fun.
Yeah.
Well, money is nice.
And Thomas, you got a new job too, right? I think.
Yeah, I started Monday.
Awesome. Everybody's getting new jobs.
I'm not.
I'm not. Just Thomas and Wyatt are getting new jobs. But
You're
anyway,
getting more
continuing
puppies.
on. So, congratulations, guys. Moving on. You guys head back to the house in Sanctuary, I'm assuming?
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys arrive back at the house in Sanctuary. What are your plans?
Sam
You
was gonna.
see the slightly disturbed Thud and Sluvdemert and Samson now holding a different set of clothing.
I'm gonna.
That probably reeks of death.
Yeah, they do not smell
It's been
good.
frozen, hasn't it?
Cold.
It's been a while for that.
Isn't that,
Don't mention it.
When I walk in,
Yep,
I'm
what's going
gonna.
on?
yep. Alright.
I have a plan, believe it or not. Just, you know, you might want to talk and settle these two a little bit. I didn't see them when I walked in and they were a bit disturbed.
I'm gonna make. When I.
Samson, your person reeks of death.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could tell me where I could wash these clothes.
Literally.
You believe there's a bathhouse?
Yeah, there's going to be a, well, as Annabelle would call it, a clothes washing facility. Or CWF.
No, it's a sapient washing facility. An SWF.
I didn't know you had sniff sensors on your model.
This unit was equipped with scent detection systems to be alerted to the presence of feces in a diaper.
I knew you were going to say that. That's so awesome.
Alright.
That unit has olfactory senses to check for dirty diapers.
And then I would also like to... Is there any authority around... I want to ask them if they've heard of someone.
Annabella. Pal has a question about authority, or Pal has a question, but an answer to Samson's question. Either you would consider yourself authority, or being as there is no actual form of law enforcement needed in Sanctuary, there would be the Council of Elders.
Yeah, that's basically the answer is,
Of which you are a part of.
yeah. The law in Sanctuary is enforced by a council of elders. I am on that council, therefore I am law enforcement. If you wish to speak to others, I can show them to you.
Thank you for your service.
I'll ask you after I finish watching these, of course, but if you don't know, I'd like to go and speak to these council elders, I think, is that what you called them?
Correct.
Alright. And Sam's gonna go off and wash the clothes.
Alright.
I
So,
will escort him to ensure he does not get lost.
sounds like a very Annabella thing to do. Pal, you had your hand up?
Well, Pal was just designating himself as an authority.
Sounds like a pal thing to do.
Well, he would say yes, probably.
Yeah. Alright. So, Samson and Annabella head out. What are the other group of you doing?
I'm doing nothing.
Just chilling, getting ready,
Basically
prepping.
just chilling and processing all the insanity that happened today. Pal's a new person. Cheem was holding a demon in a gold stick. I had a brain explosion throwing it into lava with a cow guy who eats hay that tastes delicious.
It's been a day for Carrick.
And I got to talk to a lady with an act that makes her poop place.
And then Sam asked if you could ease them.
Yeah,
How tall is the ceiling?
yeah. A lot of buffering going on right now.
Probably 10 feet.
Gotcha.
Okay, any other conversations? Or we'll assume the bathhouse happens and then...
I'm gonna do some pull-ups
Okay.
via just reaching up, grabbing the ceiling, flat-handed, picking my legs off the ground, and just
Okay.
You're gonna flat hand pull up?
yeah.
Really?
He has spider climb abilities.
I'm Spider-Man.
Your spider cow?
Yes, essentially.
Flips his udders up to the ceiling and they just crawl across the ceiling.
I don't like that.
Thank you for putting that image into everyone's mind.
I don't like you, Thomas.
Cease your speaking immediately.
Okay.
It's terrible.
It's a boy cow.
It's not even a cow, it's a furbolg.
This is true.
So for any potential fan artists,
No, don't start bringing that up.
Please, God, I will put that up as a poster right back here.
Bench press. We will paint it on
This
your
is
wall.
what a furbolg looks like.
Yes.
and as you can see, under that disturbingly short skirt that he's wearing, there are some heavy udders.
Yeah, you see those weird bulges going down his pants? That's actually one of them right there.
Okay. Y'all need the wild mother.
Y'all need Jesus.
So,
Mom, come get me. I'm scared.
after the clothing is washed,
Sorry.
Samson wishes to visit an authority figure within the Council of Elders.
First, of course, while I'm washing the
Or
clothes.
you can ask Annabelle your question first.
So while Sam's washing the clothes, he's gonna turn to Annabella, and he's gonna ask, so, Annabella, would you have happened to run into or hear of a man by the name of Black Snake?
I am unfamiliar of a sapient by that name.
You wouldn't have heard any side conversation, would you?
Define side conversation.
As in gossip from other people who might not have been from here.
This unit has heard nothing.
Alright. Then he's gonna ask the other authority.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna enter the council. I'm just gonna drop him off and be like, have fun. I'm patrolling town.
Okay.
Here's $10. Have fun.
Here's 50 cents.
Don't kill
My mom gave
anybody.
me $1 and dropped me off at the park and ride.
So I'm just gonna kind of stand in front of the door for a little bit. Excuse me. And he's gonna just kind of look at it and he's gonna knock.
Okay, so you knock, and a young halfling woman opens the door.
How tall is she? Like, do I gotta look down?
3'6",
Alright.
somewhere in there. Yeah, less than 4 feet.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, I wonder if I could speak to some authority, see if they know of or have heard of someone that was potentially dangerous.
I will go check and see if they're in session. Follow me.
Alright.
She leads you through a series of hallways to.
Can I look around and see what's all in there?
It's a fairly plain, simple building as the rest of Sanctuary.
Mhm.
It's not really much for decoration. It's just functional. Occasionally, you see a little flare of the similar blue and white designs that are on Annabella,
Alright.
but mostly functional. She leads you to a doorway and peeks inside, and she says,
Yes, they are in session and they can see you now.
and you walk into the room, and you see a larger circular chamber with 6 chairs,
Mm-hmm.
and in 5 of the chairs, there are different women. One of the chairs, it has a elderly drow lady. The next is a older Duragar, or deep dwarf. And then there is a Sverfnerblin and a halfling. And then the youngest of the group is actually a goblin lady.
Alright, well, being that they're clearly in authority, Sam's gonna get down on a knee and bow, and he's gonna wait and see if there's a response.
The drow, who seems to be the main one in charge, she says,
Well, we appreciate your gesture. It is not necessary. How can we assist you today?
Well, Sam's gonna then get up, and he's gonna just get right down to business. He's gonna go, I thank you for that, and well, I'd have but a question here. I'm a little new here, and my party has been planning to go to Menzobareenzan, and I've recently learned there are slavers there.
Yes, that is what Menzobareenzan is. It's a city run by those of my kind, and they do take lots of slaves.
Alright, well, out of curiosity, I'm wondering if there has ever been mention of a black snake around these parts.
Not that I am aware of. I myself did not live there very long before turning my back on the ideals of slavery.
and looking at her age versus how time passes in the Above Dark, you gather that Black Snake, he'd only been probably in the slavery business, to your knowledge, for 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's only a year of time that would have passed in the Underdark.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd have been a very recent development, before her, or long after her time there.
However, if this Black Snake was a slaver, it is highly possible he was selling the slaves to the Underdark, to the Drow societies, whether that was Menzobareenzan or another. Menzobareenzan is the grandest, if we can use that word, of the Drow societies. But there are many cities within the Underdark, and there are many cultures. Those of the Duragar, or the dreaded Illithids, they also partake in slavery. Granted, the Illithids are more prone to enslaving the kinds of the Drow and the Duragar and the Sverfnerblin.
Mm-hmm.
They are much deeper than the Drow like to dwell.
Well, I'm grateful to hear this information. For now, I have a plan for him to get in there safely.
Your group plans to go to Menzobareenzan.
I believe so.
It is a very dangerous journey. The journey itself is not bad, but the getting in, you're most likely to be captured. But there may be another way. Before you leave, come speak with me. I will find a young friend of mine who has come from there more recently than I, who may have information on a back way into Menzobareenzan, but going unnoticed will be very difficult.
I'm very grateful for this information. I will make sure to keep that in mind.
You're welcome.
And Sam will walk out, and he's going to go now and try to find Chi.
Okay.
Since they've been in his hideout, he feels like he might have something of use.
Okay. So you head back to the town house. I'm assuming everybody else is. Just kind of waiting. And you arrive, and that's where everybody is, except for Annabella. She's still up patrolling.
Then Sam's just going to ask if anyone who was down inside of Black Snake's hideout would happen to have a small journal of sorts.
Okay. Those of you that were in Black Snake's hideout, which would be Carrick and Cheem, any journal that either of you picked up? I don't remember if anybody did.
I think he was looting the place.
I don't believe anything. We found everything in there. It was kind of a crapshoot.
I know he looted his room.
I was looting the place.
If it's in your inventory, you got it. Then
Yeah, it should be.
I don't
Al
remember.
hands a signal whistle
Cal hands a signal whistle to who?
You didn't look at it.
to Samson.
Hmm? What was that?
I gave you a whistle.
No, look. Does it have anything significant about it?
It's
No,
a
it's
simple.
It makes a loud noise. If you get in trouble, you can call for help.
It's a rape whistle.
Well,
It's the best he's got.
so I thought you would have had it being you were looting the place thoroughly, unless you left it back at the house or something.
I don't remember discussing a.
I think I talked to you about it, that he would have had a journal, but he wouldn't have let anyone see it.
Maybe.
Being their brothers, they both keep logs.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I have to go back and look at some notes and see.
Right.
That was a long time ago.
So for now, they just don't have it, or else it's either back at the house or something.
It might be back at the house. If it exists, it probably is back at the house.
Sam is going to be a little bit bummed out. He's
What
going
were you hoping to find in it?
to just personality things so he can better act like his brother if needed.
Typically, that's not the type of information you're necessarily going to find in a journal. Journals
I
are
don't know,
normally
he's like just like small hints or something like that, just like of what he'd probably do in a situation, or if there's any pertinent information that someone else might know that he wouldn't. Because if they ask him something, then Sam doesn't know it, then it's suspicious.
Yeah,
And they don't know that
maybe,
he
but
died.
there's a lot of assumptions there.
That they wouldn't know he died.
Even assuming that Stam himself went to the Underdark,
Mhm.
which is not necessarily likely,
Yeah.
based on if he was selling the slaves to there, it was probably meeting somebody was meeting him at a portal location or something of that sort. Would be how I'm imagining it.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see what we can find. I gotta look at some notes and we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sam's gonna look at the clothing and he's gonna go and probably change into them and wait until they're gonna go.
Okay. Anything else that you guys want to discuss?
I'm still doing pull-ups.
You just doing pull-ups.
I haven't stopped. Still the same set.
998.
Yep.
999. You take a point of exhaustion. No, I'm just kidding.
Douche move.
Meanwhile, Annabella is wandering around the town. She finds a small child. Hello, Paulina. Are you doing well?
Yes.
Proceed with your day.
Okay, thanks.
I have one out of character request. Being your, as you say, law enforcement and patrolling and everything, can you have a siren? And can the siren be the minions? Beedo, Beedo.
No.
No.
Please.
Let's not do
Please
that.
Dig it.
Please don't torture us.
Okay.
Well, it was great playing with you guys. I had a lot of laughs.
Sam. Not laugh.
Oh, that's funny.
Go.
Okay. So as you guys are prepping to leave, I'm assuming you're heading to Menzobareenzan. Is that the kind of general feel, general plan?
I think we should take a long rest because
Yeah, this unit would like to request one more night. I burned a lot of spells attempting to stab Jean.
I would like to fix my headache the rest of the way.
Okay. So you guys settle down for the night. It was getting later in the day anyway at this point. You guys go to sleep.
Can I talk in my sleep?
Maybe.
Just a simple one word.
Okay.
Meh.
He has a strange snore that sounds vaguely similar to that.
Just happened
of a
once.
cow.
Just happened once. Meh.
Interesting.
Interesting. He wakes all this interesting.
Racial database.
He rolled over after he does that. He goes, mad cow.
Yep.
Man cow.
Cow.
Okay. Carrick, for once you don't have any dreams. So Temis doesn't reach out to you, which is a good thing, I think we decided last time.
Yep.
Jack, you also have a dreamless sleep. However,
Uh-oh.
Samson, you have a dream you've had several times before over the years. I should switch music for this, hold on.
All happy for this.
This is a little
theme
too
song.
bright.
You've been
Yay!
All your teeth fall out.
I'm
Have
so
a
glad the
test that
traumatized
you didn't
character
study
is thinking
for.
happy thoughts.
Don't remember what this sounds like, so we'll see. Okay. You wake up in your old home in Oridon.
Yeah.
And you wake with a start to what sounds like your mother screaming in horror. As you sit up, you hear your father yelling with rage. You call out to your parents as you jump out of bed. You hear banging, thudding, slashing sounds on the other side of the door. Your father calls out to you that you need to leave quickly. There's another final slam against the wall to your room. And the house falls silent, except for footsteps coming closer in the dark. The doorway is kicked open, and there stands a figure wielding a rapier soaked in blood, dripping down to the floor. You see the sword that your father made hanging on the wall. You rush towards it to grab it. You draw your blade, and you begin to duel this figure. However, he overpowers you and pushes you to the floor. You can see from your position on the floor your parents lying in a pool of blood on the other side of your door. As this figure is about to come towards you and stab you and finish you off, you remember your training. You cast Fireball. The flies. The explosion launches you both out of the room. You fall to the ground, 2 floors down. There's a massive hole in the wall. As you're laying on the ground with wood splinters and flame raining down on you, you can see the figure is much more wounded than you are from the blast. But you're not doing well either. You struggle to find the strength to stand, but you do. And you make your way over to the figure. And you grab him by the shirt collar and begin to pick him up off the ground. And you ask who he is and who sent him. He says, Stampson sent me. You know why. You begin to shake with rage. You begin to strike the assassin over and over and over again. But you wake up in bed, safe in sanctuary. You've had this dream before, multiple times. You lay there awake, shaking in a cold sweat. You toss and turn for a while, but you manage to go back to sleep. And then morning comes, and we switch back to the happy music.
Wait, did the music switch for all of us? Did we all hear that?
No. You guys
Just
didn't
an
hear that.
You just hear creepy music box music coming from the corner.
Yeah.
Warforged, cut that out. Sorry.
So, morning comes. What are you guys doing?
Gnawing on hay.
Munching on hay,
I'm not sharing this time. I'm running low.
floating the cats around.
I'm running low. If I run out of rations down here, I'm not getting more.
I'm gonna cook
You
my
know,
food.
you could eat mushrooms.
Mushrooms I could eat. Ooh, that could be fun.
Who ate the bread?
Mm-hmm. They coated it in eggs.
Doesn't mean that we didn't make toast.
Yes.
This is true.
Breakfast is cooked, I'm assuming, by Pal and Sheen, working together as best friends.
Sure.
Are you guys working on a more vegetarian-friendly diet for your 2 friends with diet restrictions?
2?
Apparently. I'm guessing Thud has a dietary restriction of some sort, as she wouldn't eat the eggs, or she's just fussy and doesn't like Shire bread.
I think she's just fussy. He doesn't like Shire bread.
The tiefling doesn't like Shire bread.
Sam's gonna be at the at the table a little unnerved, but he's gonna just kind of hide it. And then when everyone's eating breakfast, he's gonna mention the authoritative figure, telling him to go meet him.
So, yep, as you're eating breakfast, Samson tells you guys about his conversation that he had with the Council of Elders the day before. And as you're just about finished with breakfast, there comes a knock at the door. And standing there is a young drow man, not as tall as Carrick. And he says, I was sent to tell you guys about a way to Menzobareenzan.
end?
There is a secret way in. I guess you'd call it a back way.
Back door.
A back door.
I invite him in. While everyone's still shoveling food in their face.
He comes in.
I bring him to the group and say, this gentleman has some information to share with us.
Yes. So there is a secret, mostly secret way into Menzobareenzan. You can bypass the guards at the gate with this method, but once you're in, you have to be very careful not to draw any attention to yourselves, as you were all obviously not drow. Other than one of you.
I can make myself look like a drow.
For how long?
An hour.
He has a skin condition. We are working on getting it treated.
How long? What is your purpose in Menzobareenzan, if I may ask?
I believe it's to follow these rings, and he's going to show him. Well, Sam wouldn't have it, but he's going to ask for the picture, and he's going to also mention to get out of the Underdark.
There is no way out of the Underdark within Menzobareenzan.
Do you know
We'll
any?
leave the same way we came in.
That's
We'll kill everyone else if we have to.
very ambitious.
I like to think of myself as ambitious.
I'm going to interrupt Carrick, and I'm going to say that would be nice, but we don't know how to get back. We're somewhere else completely.
Just go back the way we came.
How are we going to do that?
To be fair, you teleported from where you were to where you are.
We use the case stones to get to Broadleaf.
If Broadleaf doesn't come back, that might be a possibility.
And you'll never know what we did.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And this
It's
is
like a
his
net
quest.
Yep. You guys can just skip a whole part of this quest or this whole mission if you want. You got your friends, you could just leave.
I like that idea.
Potentially. As long as Broadleaf's in the same spot.
Yeah.
Which Broadleaf has been left unsupervised, which we all know how that goes.
Ooh, a butterfly.
Yep.
He started a very stable business selling mushrooms with a nice anteatering sorcerer.
What do they call the restaurant? Or what do they call the eatery?
Broad and Slinkers.
Yep.
It's not the most like creative of
Broad and
names.
It's fantastic.
Or at least Link.
Okay. So I can lead you to the to the city, but I will not follow you in. Yes, pal.
This unit was simply going to contact the commander of the slavers that he had freed.
I'm sure that can be done. One way or another.
I don't like
Also,
that
how
idea.
does he know Pal's name?
He was told by the Council of Elders, who were
It's
told
on
by
my-
Annabella.
It's on my tag.
It's now painted right on his chest in big white flowery letters. I'm guessing, I have no idea.
It's upside down because he did it himself. But
7VD?
D.
7VD.
You. I've got more than one. Well, as soon as we're finished with breakfast, lead the way, I suppose.
All right. We'll have to be stealthy. The patrols come by often.
That's Pal's middle name is Stealth.
Okay,
Has
good.
How heavy is Pal?
Has anybody actually informed Annabella of this plan? I'm pretty sure every time this has been talked about, she hasn't been around.
Sam,
That is correct.
Sam could
Oh,
do that.
is she eating breakfast?
She doesn't
She's
eat
a
breakfast with you
warforged.
guys. She's patrolling the town.
Where's
Then
so she's gone?
Why does she always ruin everything?
Sam can go find her and inform her of the plan.
We can say Annabella escorted the young drow to the house,
Cool.
which
Yep.
would make sense.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Why did Annabella leave to patrol the town?
Because she built the town.
That's just what she does, is make sure everybody... It's not patrol in a legal sense, it's patrol in a medical sense.
Aha. Interesting.
What's the plan?
So, you guys have your plans ironed out. You're going to go try to take the back way into Menzobareenzan.
And Annabella's been informed, right?
Yes, she was just there when you were talking about it.
This unit is aware of the difficulties of entering Menzobareenzan. I have, in the past, spent time observing the city. Performing a stealthful entry and exit will be of great difficulty.
Piece of cake.
This unit does not believe it will be a piece of cake.
How difficult of all the things that you have snuck around would this one be in comparison? We'll just say 1 to 10. 10 being
The difficulty of infiltrating Menzobareenzan is the greatest challenge I have yet to face.
It's not going to be a cakewalk. That's for sure.
Fun until we get caught.
Pal, what's up, man?
you are Drow.
Yeah.
He is Drow.
Yep.
There is
Drow.
student observation.
Drow are slavers.
No. We've been over this.
Drow society practices slavery.
Annabelle!
Yes.
I've tried this before. Explaining it hurts my head.
Hal's gonna take out a bunch of manacles and chains and say, perhaps a deception would work better than stealth.
Why does Pal have that?
He bought them a long time ago. He bought
Hey,
a
they
lot of
almost saved Feltith.
them. They almost did.
But where's Feltith now?
He
What do you mean?
exploded into light.
Whoever heaven
Sam would like to try and mention the plan.
Your Warforged friend might have a point.
Would you
This
like
unit
us to...
is, while not believing it will make this much easier, in agreement that perhaps deception is a better system than stealth.
Sam's thinking the two Warforged might draw a bit of attention, so he's gonna mention that I can cast invisibility on 2 people at 3rd level.
I mean, 3 Warforged.
Well,
Yeah,
are they all going?
Everyone's gone.
Say we could just use the Warforged as their slaves or whatever.
In that case, I have to do 4th level, but then I can't do anything else with
How long
spells
does
there.
invisibility last?
an hour.
It's not a very long time.
Yeah.
Son, how far can you poop with your axe?
What was that?
How far can you poof with your axe?
I don't think I can poof with my axe.
You don't know if you haven't tried.
You gotta try it. You can. Come on, Thud. You can do this. Click your heels together and then just point and shoot. I don't know if that
But
works.
I would love to be able to poof with an axe. I'm pretty sure it is not a magical axe.
Can I look at the axe
You
and
look at
cast
it.
detect magic?
You can cast detect magic?
Prologue.
Yeah, sure.
I'm guessing probably nothing, but
Cast it on me, am I magic?
My magic. No, you dead.
No, you're dead.
Number 3 Malone.
You alive? You.
Your friendship is magic.
Okay, so you cast detect magic.
No, stop. No.
So, Jack takes the axe and casts detect magic on it, and you gather that it does have some minor magical abilities. The essence of magic, detect magic. I think you can just tell what school it's from, right?
let me check real quick. I can check here too. For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. You
Okay.
learn its school of magic, if any.
So, you see, if anything bears magic, you see a faint aura on
Within
any.
30 feet.
So you did this in the middle of the room with a bunch of people wielding magical items and
Who
two
goes the brightest?
magical creatures. So for the next 10 minutes for you, until you turn it off, it's bright.
Disco party. Disco
Yeah,
party.
it's disco party.
Disco
Who
party.
goes the brightest? I want to know.
I think the Warforged would technically glow the brightest themselves because they are actually magical creatures
They bulb.
made with magic.
Anyway, what about the axe? I don't care about the
axe,
Warforged.
You can't tell what it does, but the schools of magic. I gotta look at the schools of magic because I gotta see which one it would fall under.
That's got magic stuff. That's got magic stuff.
Where are what are the schools of? Does anybody have a list of the schools of magic?
I believe there's Slytherin, Hufflepuff.
Abjuration, divination, conjuration,
That's not a
evocation. What am I missing? Necromancy,
Illusion.
illusion.
Enchantment!
Thank you.
And what?
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
Okay, if it's a magical power presented by a deity,
Celeste.
Divine.
divine. That's what I was, it. The axe bears a divine magic.
Please tell me you communicate that with the group.
Are you gonna say that with the
Do I
group?
get any sense of how much?
Nope. It just has a aura of divine magic about it, as does a lot of. Well, there's a lot of auras in the room.
What school of magic are the Warforged?
Oh.
They would be enchantment, I believe.
How about the rapier?
That would also be enchantment.
Don't look at me.
I'm gonna look at.
Transmogrification.
I'm gonna look at Sam. What-
You just
Rapier
know
would
what college
probably
I went
be
to.
evocation.
I
The
don't
what?
think quite.
Rapier would probably be evocation.
The flame rapier.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, this is one thing I've never studied. So now
I
it's
haven't
like
either, but
you
that's
guys are just like coming up with this is something I know nothing about.
He just looks at me and can tell what college I went to.
Oh, you went to Harvard? Nice. No, sorry. Well, the max.
Well, it's
the axe does
active
magical.
magical stuff. So you yourself are not magical.
Yeah. I got a lot of magical stuff though.
Yes, when you cast this, it's magical, active magical stuff on items and such. So yeah, you sense it's divine magic. Are you going to repeat that to
The rapier does hold an essence of divine magic.
this axe?
The axe has some divine
Hold on.
magic.
I hope that was in character. That
Yeah.
Jack is like, yes, this rapier. It has divine magic.
Nope, that-
completely undercutting everything. He says.
The axe has divine magic. The rapier has magic of evocation.
Okay. What are you guys doing with that information?
Thanks.
What's evocation?
So fun. Divine magic, huh? Pretty spiffy. Try it.
What is evocation?
I have no idea.
Things that go
It's
boo.
Say that in character.
I'm not sure. Am I sure? Do I know anything about evocation?
I don't think you would.
I don't know.
much.
We
You're-
should find out what divine magic does with an axe. Come on, Doug, you got it.
Consent.
So okay, out of
Throw it,
character
Jack.
where we're
What
at.
happened?
The axe currently has nothing special beyond a +1. Or +2. I don't remember if I gave you a +1 or +2. Because that's +2. Because that's on par with the rest of the magical items that the party has.
I also have a plus.
However, she received it from a deity.
Uh-huh.
Hence the divine nature. That does not mean it will not grow and change in the future. Right now. But
Try it.
currently, it is just a +2 battle axe.
Anyways,
But
back
we
to
don't
in-character
know that.
nonsense.
No.
So, Doug, throw it and check.
I just want to know what evocation.
I can take it!
Can Sam check for Cheems and see
See what
what
happens.
evocation is?
I can look it up real quick.
Alright.
I guess I'm whacking Jack.
Okay. Attack roll. Elemental
Jack, put
effects
your
and
temporary arm out
evocations.
there.
Wow.
I stayed awake long enough to see this happen.
What is he funny joke?
You want to see a trick? Slice.
Roll a dice, Bridget. Roll something higher than a 4.
15.
Hey.
With your modifiers?
I am dumb and don't know what modifiers to use.
Okay, so it should say next to the on D&D Beyond. I went to the wrong place. Went to the wrong place again. I'll get there eventually.
Hitting and not hitting.
Yeah, So, when you rolled what on your D20? Just 15?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you look at your great axe +2, it says hit DC. You add 7 to whatever you roll, so that's a 22. Okay, and then when you roll damage, if you're using it two-handed, which I'm assuming you are, that's a D12. No, I think the great axe is only
Great axe is
two-handed.
D12, yeah.
D12 +4, and if you're raging, it's a +6.
This is why she couldn't hit anything the other day.
Yes, this makes sense now. Why you could never hit anything? I'm like, how are you not hitting with a +7? I get it now.
Jack, this is gonna hurt.
I should have raged first.
She should have raged first.
Like half it.
What was it?
6. I rolled a frickin' 2.
No, it's a start. So
I pull it out of my arm as like, try again.
He flexes it off.
Yes, I flex it off and then
As he
catch
pulls-
it and say, try
He
again.
pulls the axe out of his arm so a couple little fuzzy hairs float down.
Please do not intentionally harm each other more than necessary. This unit does not wish to provide emergency medical assistance if not required.
This is necessary. Trust me.
We need to know what this does.
We're learning about her powers.
Time recognizing the necessity of this situation.
We need to learn what the axe
You
does.
understand when you're older.
He smites him.
This unit is over 500 years old.
Throw it again.
You're pretty close to my age.
I'm 150.
Sluvdemar's gonna be like eating popcorn. As much as I agree with the Annabella that you should not be hitting each other before you go on a big mission, do it again.
That's really popcorn.
Sam's gonna be shaking his head with his
We're
palm.
converting her to our ways.
Yes.
Do it.
It's another 22.
Okay.
Okay, D12 +4
7.
Total.
Yeah.
Good job. Other shoulder.
The other side of the axe.
I think he was shaving my arm.
Yep. I look at it. Take it out. I hand her mine and say, try this one.
That doesn't do it.
Quick question,
Alright, Jack,
Bridget.
Perhaps we should hold off because one of these times she's gonna wind up and you're actually gonna hurt yourself.
Fine.
Quick question, Bridget. How late are you able to stay with us tonight?
Not particularly late.
Also, being I have to bottle feed that pup and let all 3 dogs out and everything, I shouldn't be here really much later anyway.
Okay. And Wyatt is starting a new job tomorrow. Should we call it here? This will be the earliest we've ever quit. But
I'm leaning towards that.
I do need Builder and Broadleaf for. I don't need them, but I prefer to have them for what's coming up in Toxin 2.
Sure.
And Bridget, we gotta optimize your character a little bit because I kept asking Nolan to do that. He didn't, from what I'm seeing here. You need to be a little bit optimized because different people in the party, Broadleaf, really offset the power struggle a lot. So we need to go through a few things if you got time for that.
If you don't min-max at least some in this party, your character just is an RP-only character. They really can't do much in combat.
Yeah.
Like me.
And you're a barbarian, so you need to be like, that's like your thing, right? Is hitting stuff. Okay, so for the first time ever, and hopefully the last time, we're quitting at about 10 o'clock.
Well.
Because Thomas goes to bed early.
I was about to tap out anyway, to be honest.
Nolan was dead tired earlier today, and I got stuff to do, and I'd feel really bad if Cheems or Wyatt showed up to work on his first day a half hour late. I'd feel really bad.
Nah, it's your problem.
So,
No XP, right?
so everyone.
Oh,
No,
tonight...
I'm assuming no.
Do I get
Not-
extra for being beaten up by a girl?
We typically do 100 a day. And this was essentially 2 days.
In the Underdark.
Finished in the... No, still 2 days.
14 days, Dylan.
No, still 2 days.
14
200
days.
XP each.
1400 XP.
Yes.
Are we counting days in the Underdark or days spent?
Days in the
in
Underdark.
relation to the Underdark?
Days in the Underdark.
Oh.
I was on board with the 1400 XP idea.
Do
we get
Bridget,
X-
do
do
you
we
know
get-
how to add XP to your character? Okay, I will walk you through that as well. We're gonna learn you a thing or two.
Do we get XP for destroying
If anybody else
idol?
wants to stay on, not extra. That was pretty simple. If anybody wants to stay on and do a little bit of that with me, they can. Otherwise, we will see you guys later.
Who's only 200 XP then?
200 XP.
One second when I
Nolan.
when I go
We'll talk
and
in just a
actually
minute.
fight.
Okay, so
You coward.
we will be ending our live stream here. Earliest we've ever ended it. Kind of sad about that, but not really.
Guys,
So thank you for joining us. If anybody ever watches or listens to this, we appreciate it. You can find our episodes not only on Twitch, while they're there, you can find them on YouTube, look up Natural 7 Adventures, on various podcast apps, including Spotify, Anchor Podcasts, and like 5 others. I don't remember what they are. You can find us there as well. Natural 7 Adventures is how you find us. Also on Facebook. Also, for you guys in-house, I am working on getting our previous episodes all uploaded into podcast form because I know it's just easier instead of having YouTube running when you don't have YouTube Premium, which I do not. And currently I have up to episode 11. It's a annoying process because I gotta convert them to audio only and then upload them. And I found out that I don't have the original version of several of the episodes in the middle, so I have to download them from YouTube, then convert them, then re-upload them. So I don't know where they went. Kind of sad about that. But ideally, I'd love to get it so the most recent episode goes up on podcasts like next day or a couple days after. Just because then people can keep up. And Thomas, you can hear the amount of times I've called you out for being late or quitting early. Because it's been pretty frequent. So.
Coward.
it is not. I've been so much better.
You have been really good these last, 4 sessions. But summer was rough for everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Now, next time, Thomas, take Friday off and stay up till 2 in the morning.
Yeah. fantastic plan.
I would never make it to work.
because I will not be up till 2.
I would
Okay.
take off that day of work.
Thank you for joining us, those of you that watched us, which we actually did have a watcher this time. I'm going to call you out on Twitch real quick, because Does anybody know a Abiding Owl 3?
No.
No, but we love him.
Well, she
It
wanted
was
to
Joe
be...
Biden.
Yeah, but no.
She or
It was
he
not.
wanted
Knock it
to...
off
A
now.
bidding owl, a biting owl, wanted to be a watermelon merchant that threw a watermelon at the group. Thank you for watching. I have no idea who you are.
We will do that next session.
One day I will have a watermelon throwing merchant.
Nice.
Because, have you met my group? They deserve it. And then I think we had 3 different bots follow us, because it's Reach_Hoss0312, Abject_Hoss0312, and Messy_Hoss0312.
No, we should
Yeah,
block
they're
them.
just like expert players looking to recruit.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for watching, people.
For the melon thing, you should have the one
Right,
person that
right.
does the least.
Good night,
amount of
Thomas.
people. Just have be like the nice